All right, and so now it's time to start the new campaign.
Going
Yay!
fine.
Uh, Here I'm gonna play the intro song. So, is everybody? Are you set up like on your? Is everybody ready?
Yep, I got the sound going. We can hear you can hear people, and I have
Ready
to
for
turn this
my
down.
masterful descriptions of everything now. Okay.
Absolutely.
So if I have this correctly,
I give
you
up.
guys wanted all your characters to basically just have already met.
I don't
Basically.
remember.
Wait a minute. Wait, did Cursed say his character already met? I can't remember.
Oh, I believe so. If not, this is fine.
I think we
I
could
can work with it.
just so we have like we could have some sort of meeting. I guess you're the only one who I don't think specified. We could just say that you're. I think if I'm correct, we could just say your character is currently traveling around the town of Rivergrass as a door to door, not door to door, but like you have like your little shop set up like to sell things to people, make stuff for
I'm a
people, drinks.
salesman.
Um,
Very good salesman.
and our
The
main
main thing
our other three cast of interesting folks. We have a mushroom folk, a myconid, short with turquoise blue kind of hat, not hat, but I forget what they call that thing. Technically the reproductive organ of the mushroom, but we aren't going to talk about that. We also have a praying mantis. I will actually pull up the for I'll actually pull up all of the artwork just because we're starting out. Uh, we've got this guy.
Yep.
This is the mushroom I mentioned. Uh, and we have next up we have Gilder, who is Gilder is a mantis, who is wait can I pull? Gosh, I always never can find this stuff when I actually need it. We have. Let me just drag this on here. As you can tell, this is going very well. Here, we got Gilder right here. He's a praying mantis who seems to be afraid of something. We can get into that some other time. What exactly he's afraid to? Like later session probably will come up. Then we also have. Oh, let me zoom in this a little bit. Next on our list, we have a fly is traveling with them, named Drya. Is that pronounced correctly? Wait, no, Wait, let me pull up. Briya. Luvpsyche, is it Briya or is it Briya? Uh, we're not getting a response there.
she died. Oh no.
Did Side die again?
Assassinated. Shot in her own chair by the hitmen.
Agent 47.
Necromancy? Question mark.
Oh, I could turn. No, wait, I'm not high enough level to do that yet.
Necromancer is just a very, very late healer.
We have got a brown fly,
Jesus.
and this is our gang of merry travelers, and then the merchant
Abdul.
in Rivergrass is a small little tin trick fella, who's actually comparatively probably about that big.
Indeed.
And he would be out there doing his things. I'm gonna delete these now. Actually, they can stay up.
A little man.
No, never mind. It doesn't want to do that. So, anyway, what I was saying was, your merry band of bugs and mushrooms have been wandering. Just you know, therapy sessions and on the go, not really staying in any one particular place, and you happened along the town of Rivergrass. And as you enter the town, there seems to be commotion. The Mighty, you would have heard it before they would have because you were already in the town. But it appears that the word around is that the mayor has been assassinated, killed, as it were, and that right in the town hall, someone just killed him, and that's pretty much all the information that you'd hear from people, from the bugs around. Rivergrass is a riverside town with long grass. Very much a wide variety of bugs live in this area. You've got everything from your hemitarans to your you even see it. You'd even see a couple gnats. I forgot what I forgot what the race name I gave for them is, and it seems like it would normally be a peaceful town. It's not a little town, but it's not a big town either. Probably about the it's big enough that you would that the people here have their trade routes. They have that they're on the map. And the houses here are largely made of wood or pieces of dried grass that various bugs have put together. I'm not the best at describing these kind of things, so that's what you see, and that's what you hear, and you can we can start off with Mighty, or just E, as he's also called. Just explain what he would do after he heard this news, because he would have heard it first. Would you care? Would you be interested in looking into what's going on, or would you just kind of just keep selling things, do you think?
Well, it would really happen to be more of Mighty would want to help, but at this point in time, he does not know how, so he would just keep on trying to be a salesman at this point, just trying to make
Would
some coin.
maybe capitalize off the commotion a little bit by going where all the commotion is to try to sell
Yes,
things to the folk in
absolutely.
that area? Um, well, then we'll have that, and this actually happened. The time difference between this happening and when when the rest of you arrived wouldn't have been that long, so he'd probably still be there right now as you are entering the town. And how would each of your characters, how would you guys react to this situation of someone supposedly being assassinated?
I think we should leave.
Oh, she does speak. She fixed it.
I did.
Congratulations.
I'm not.
Yay.
Yeah, I too think we should leave. I'm terrified my ex-wife might be here.
We should stay. We should stay and help and solve this problem. I am not going to do the cutesy voice right now, but imagine he's doing a cutesy. In this room says, "Let's stay and help out." And two, this will be a good exercise for you to branch out more and meet new people.
I'd rather experience incredible amounts of pain.
Do we have
I'm
to?
real.
I mean, it's the right thing to do.
I'm not mentally prepared for this.
What race was the person assassinated?
You would have to ask somebody for that what the mayor's race was, but you would, by looking around, see that the most, as with most places, the most common bug here is the common bug. So you would imagine that the mayor was likely also a type of common bug, but you can ask around. There's different. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to ask there, as you're entering town, there would be people around. People are talking about it, and the most of the people around would be con bugs, but you would also see, you'd also see a decent amount of hemiterans. You'd even see a few cicadas, Toby. Not any ones that you know, but
Do I see any? I'm specifically looking out for mantids or anyone
No.
that looks like they may be an assassin.
You would not see any mantids here.
Would I see anyone that could potentially be an assassin?
Roll an investigation or perception check.
Oh, that's intimidation. Wrong button. And why is advantage
Here,
turned on?
let me fix it. Do you know how to fix that? I can fix it for you if you don't.
Just tell me where the thing that turns off advantage is.
Here it is, right, in your. If you go to the you're on the gear already. So the always roll advantage in the top corner. Change that to advantage toggle. I already did that for you, and that should work.
Oh, there. I don't know why I didn't see that. Okay. Let me try rolling investigation without advantage. That's an 18.
No, it does not. It looks like the assailant, I think that's the right word, fled the scene. Specifically,
I'm not looking for this thing. I'm looking for anyone that might have been set by my wife.
wait, my audio is glitching. Here, let me. What do you just
Yes,
say?
he's afraid of anything of his ex-wife.
Oh,
I'm afraid of getting assassinated, yeah.
so
And getting close to women.
with your investigation, you would also pick up that. Are you investigating anywhere near the crime scene, or are you just investigating around like the gates of the town?
I'm looking at the crowd. Like, as many people as I can see.
Oh, so if you're at the crowd of like that's like around the town hall right now, you would not see any. Everybody just seems to be very concerned, confused. A couple bugs seem to be like not happy, but like not super upset either. Kind of like maybe that he wasn't their favorite mayor, but they also aren't like, oh boy, he's dead. Generally, you didn't roll insight, but I'll give you that for free. Generally, there's nobody here that seems to be assassin. They very much and if you part of investigation, I suppose, would be listening around you. You would hear that people are that what you can hear of what sounds like in the distance somebody in a place of authority saying that he flew off to the south.
Well,
And that he saw who killed the mayor, and they flew away into the south.
Well, not exactly what I was looking for.
That's
Cool.
That's what you hear here. Actually, with your tall, as a mantid, you're tall. You'd actually be able to see over most of the crowd. You'd see the person with authority talking is a hemiteran, not a cicada, but a brown hemiteran, very tall, about 2 inches, not 2 inches, about 1.5 inches, which is like the equivalent of like 7 feet for us. And
Oh, he's easy to find.
Yeah, so that guy is the one talking with authority seems to be that hemiteran. And you could easily maneuver. The crowd isn't that dense. You could easily maneuver to anybody in the crowd that you want to talk to, or just look around. Like it is not a rave crowd. It's more like a soapbox crowd.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell. I forgot the mushroom's name, so I'm gonna call him Tiny Tim.
It's Toby. We've been traveling for how many years?
Yes, but a Texan has only known you for about, I don't know how long it's been.
3
When did we
weeks?
create the character? How long ago did we create the characters?
I don't
Months
know.
ago.
A while ago.
You didn't name your
I just
character until
forgot
fairly
completely.
recently.
The only
That's
thing I
true.
remembered was the T syllable.
Tiny Toby.
I'm gonna tell Toby. I'm gonna point at wherever I heard the person saying they saw the assassin. I'm gonna point in that direction and tell Toby that person said they know who the assassin is or they saw the assassin.
Also, with your investigation check, another thing you would see is you'd also just like looking around, kind of on the outskirts, a little bit of the crowd, you would have seen a Tintrick that is a merchant. He doesn't seem to particularly be like part of this case. He's just selling stuff. You could, if you were interested, go look at what he's selling or something. I don't know.
Or get our fourth party member.
You don't know that it's a fourth party member yet, but meta-wise, yeah. But you could talk to the Hemitarian before talking to Mighty. That's your.
The therapist shroom is the de facto party leader, I guess, right now.
Why am I the
So-
leader? You guys are making me talk so much. Okay.
Hey, I'm
You're
the one.
the-
I'm
you're
also
the
sick,
one
and I
thing.
have to do the DMing. So
I know.
The two other
You are
party
our
members have social
therapist,
anxiety,
okay?
dude.
Fine.
If you
Let's
be a
make-
therapist, you get to deal with the social anxiety parts.
Okay, then.
so
By dealing with the social anxiety parts, I have you. Excuse me.
So actually, quick retcon. The Tintrick actually doesn't have a shop set up, but more is just walking around. Oh wait, no. Yeah, he
here.
looks like he's getting ready to leave.
Oh,
He's getting ready to leave town, and he's like walking up to people, and you wouldn't know what he's talking to the people about, but I just got a message from Cursed, so that's
Yeah.
Let's read it out loud.
To the class. No, it was. Let's see. No, he's walking around. Hello there. Just let me get the voice down because I'm not too sure just yet. But
I
the
get
voice
it.
is
he'll
always
walk
different
up
the
to
first
the.
session.
He'll walk up to the group asking a couple questions, as in, I am Mighty the Might, alchemist of brews, toxins, and most oils. I happen to be trying to leave town with an adventuring group for protection. I'm very small and scared. Do you mind if I join you? I can
when
hide.
you
The trendy
when you
mostly it.
when you said what you sell, do you mean like poisons?
If not necessarily.
Wait,
I'm going
you
to
have a
back
few.
away very subtly, or attempt to do it very subtly.
I'm gonna try and pull a
I
bag of coin and be like, I've got coin.
want to do an insight check on his character. I want to know, like, does he have a fear or anxiety problem too?
Yes, a full party of socially anxious
To actually,
creatures. Except for one.
yeah. Actually, I won't take part of this. You just roll insight, and he'll tell you what he wants to tell you about his character.
Well, I got a 24, which is a very
You're
high
looking
number.
for insecurities and stuff like that.
I'm looking for
He
any like
seems to be
social
very
disorder.
scared of being alone in a very large crowd because of how small he is. He's afraid he'll get trampled, or in worst cases, something like that, kidnapped, something like that. He's just very small, very knowledgeable, and those are his insecurities. Is mostly not being with something or somebody as protector.
So he's
Small little nerd.
dependent of others. I see. Okay,
For protection, indeed, but not in intelligence.
sure. Sure, join us. Yeah,
Up in the
yeah,
locker type character.
Pushes up
yeah,
glasses.
probably.
Actually.
I mean, Toby says, sure, join us. We could use another person on our team.
Awesome.
And then he plans out how to make you have more courage.
Cool. This is
I
good.
poke
Thank you.
Toby. He
I don't know
doesn't
if
want
I
to
have-
smell me.
Oh, speaking of
Do I
Toby,
have-
that's the
I-
name of one of my uncles.
What was
I
what?
have coins, right?
It just
Uh,
many names trigger me to say random things relating to people I know with that name, like my Uncle Toby. It just falls out. I apologize.
as
No, if,
you're
not even
if I have
sure.
coin, I'm gonna flip a coin to the mushroom, and I'm just gonna I don't know if this is allowed. I'm just gonna crawl on top of the mushroom, just kind of sit on top of the shroom part.
Yeah, you are very much allowed to do that. I mean, he could try to stop you, but
He's not opposed.
yeah,
Do I have?
your whole thing? That race is the Tintric race's whole thing is climbing on people, basically. So yeah.
Yeah. He's not opposed to it. Just don't eat him.
So well, luckily for you, most mites and ticks actually drink blood. So no, that's not part of this, unless he wants.
Delicious.
Blood.
The as you're talking, another large bug, not a hemitarian. This is just a larger bug. It's a common bug. He's probably about just a little over an inch. So and which does still make him taller than most of your party outside Gilder. And he walks up and he looks down at this little Tintric and looks around the crowd and sees like various drinks and stuff they have. Right, you were selling them drinks, right?
Capitalism. Yes.
Yeah. He's gonna say, "Do you have a license to be selling that here?"
Run away.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm going to say I have
You
a
ever-
permit, and I'm going to flip him a coin.
Do you have a license to be
Uh,
asking me that question?
Roll a persuasion with giving him a coin.
Gotcha.
And yeah.
Persuasion.
Clementine.
Uh-oh.
Roll E.
With
Okay,
10,
it's,
that is at this point in the game, and the cost of a gold coin, that is enough to get him off your back. That is going to cost you one of your gold pieces though, so you can subtract
fine.
one from that. If you want me to do it, I can, or if you know how to do it.
Yes, if you may, because I do not know how.
Okay. In your character,
Wait, hold up.
there is the gold, and you can just
Oh, I did it.
Yeah, you can just subtract one.
I'm a grown up.
And he does leave you alone. You just, as he's walking away, realize that he doesn't actually seem to be wearing any form of like guard's outfit, so he might have just been
I just got hassled.
a male Karen who was just being annoying.
He's a Karen.
And
I just
with
got
that,
hassled.
you're now together as a party, and so you can decide what your next step is together. People are not, depending on where you are right now, if you're kind of off to the side, people aren't going to be really much around you. They're all kind of, the soapbox gathering is around the town hall, so you have like
I mean, the way I see it, this isn't our problem. The only reason we end up doing this is because Toby wants us to.
Yes. Yes, let's help out. What's wrong with doing good deeds? Also
Because
helps
good
with
deeds might
getting more
get me
social.
killed
no
by an
good
assassin
deeds, huh?
from my ex-wife.
There's no
Let's
harm
see
in
what
trying
I-
to see what the problem was. Now you get that
There's
voice
no
down.
harm in that.
Gilder, a thought does come into your head. This is not this. I genuinely, this is not actually. This is not anything that's actually happening. This is just what would come into Gilder's head. What if the assassin was hired by his wife, his ex-wife? That's a thought that
Hey,
goes
that
into your
makes
head.
me even more scared. So I don't know what your objective there was.
Just to freak you out.
I think we should
I-
leave.
It's
Do I
what your
notice
character would
he's
probably
getting?
think.
Do I notice he's getting more anxious?
You just notice my face drop.
Okay. Let's do our breathing exercises. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
As you
Start hyperventilating.
at,
When he breathes, oh yeah, he's hyperventilating, but also every time he breathes in, he says, "My ex-wife, exhale is gonna kill me. My ex-wife is gonna kill me."
I also use Druidcraft to create like a pleasant floral smell.
as you breathe
This doesn't
in the
stop him
floral
at all.
smell, it really just cancels out the terrible stench of Briya. That is correct, Luvpsyche. Is it Briya? Is that the pronunciation?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was Briya.
So yeah, you the floral scent helps mask that stench. You guys have after a bit gotten fairly used to it. You still have to make the con save each day. I will, since we're just starting, I won't make you make one now. Um, and also all the people around where Briya is, they're kind of backing away from her because of the stench.
Is this
The
an imposter?
hyperventilating evolves into Gilder trying to figure out. I didn't get an actual divorce. Is she my ex-wife?
And this is, despite being a very despite having a lot of variety, you all stand out a lot in this town. There is not a single myconid like in this town, or really in any of the towns that you've kind of passed before. You haven't actually seen any other myconids. So, despite the fact that they're crowding around the town hall, they are glancing over at you and kind of confused. Some of them would have never seen a myconid, like any ones that aren't that old. And you make for quite a abrasive bunch to the eyes, the nose, and what other sensory organs the bug folk here may have. Sorry for the background noise.
I'm gonna just keep hyperventilating.
I don't
I don't know what
feel
else to
like
do.
this. I
The
think we
only
should
one
go
that
now.
the only one that isn't drawing attention is actually the Tintrick, and that's just because he's so small that people just don't even really notice him there.
Yes, I'm sure their attention would be drawn by hyperventilating king mantid, mushroom, and really bad smelling. I don't know what race
Fly.
Luvpsyche is.
Technically it's a not a it's a fly folk or a
Volar.
Dumpster diver.
fuller. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could call us that, but isn't there a better way to say it?
Probably.
Say what?
I don't just dive for stuff. I'm not always in the dumpster. Come on now.
The dumpster diver comment was me, not my character.
Okay, so no hyperventilating dumpsters diaper in between it.
So he doesn't pause. He doesn't like in the middle of hyperventilating turn to you, say dumpster diver, and then continue.
Okay. Your wife is not here. Repeat with me. Your wife is not here. Your wife is not around. There's no assassin against you.
My wife could be anywhere. You cannot convince me otherwise, little mushroom man.
He's like, I still have a lot of work to do. Anyway, we should talk to the guy you pointed out earlier about how he saw the person who was the assassin leave.
Okay, we could go into the crowd to talk to him, or I could grab him and drag him out.
Let's go into the crowd and talk to him.
Again, this is like a soapbox crowd. There's probably like 20 bugs around the town hall. It's not like you have to work your way through the crowd. Like I said earlier, you could pretty much just walk right to him because it's not a thick crowd.
See, I'm trying to remember your mantis's name, Atex, and what's the name?
Gilder.
Gilder. As we get close to the guy is a Hyperion? Hyperion?
The guy is a Hemitarian, but
I thought someone else said they saw the assassin fly out.
Oh, it's the Hemitarian that said they saw the assassin fly out. He's the guy talking with the guy who was talking with authorities, saying that he saw it. They went that way.
Okay.
The guy who came to you, the big bug, was just a common bug.
Okay.
Yeah, I crawl onto Atex's shoulder because I'm gonna butcher the name every single time.
It's 2 syllables.
This is now a stack of
2
bug
not even
mushroom
complicated
bug.
syllables.
I'm now incredibly tall.
Extra height, yes.
Indeed. I can now see further than I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I crawl
Gilder
on
before he climbed on, Gilder did stop hyperventilating, and after he climbed on, Gilder is now just wondering, why am I Voltron?
Beacon.
What is a Voltron? I'm just getting
That
extra
would be-
hype.
The Hemitarian sees you doing this, and he says, wait, let me get the voice.
I'm gonna wave him over.
This big, basically from a human perspective, like if this were humans, he'd be 7 feet tall, like inch and a half tall. Hemitarian, he looks down and says, "Oh, hello there."
Hello, we are humble adventurers wanting to help out.
That's great.
You said
news.
you saw the direction of where the assassin went off to.
Oh, yes, it was horrible. My good friend, the mayor, I'm his bodyguard, but well, not anymore, I suppose. Yeah, wait, let me get the race name, because that's what he'd say. This Vespin came in, red, bright, had a bow, and he just shot the mayor right in the face. Poison bolts. It was the poison wasn't even necessary though it did seem to be this weird. It gave this weird glow to it that I haven't seen in a poison before in all my time as a bodyguard. My name's Shemi, by the way.
I
Did
am
this
Toki
seem,
Shroom.
I'm Gilder. Did this attack seem political, or like he was sent and paid for it?
See, that's just the thing. It didn't seem to be political or even an assassination. I think that all evidence points to this guy just being eager to kill.
This relieves Gilder some, makes him think that it's less likely to be an assassin from his ex-wife.
This here, what we do know is that this guy was hired for a job by the mayor to transport a crate containing his favorite rock collection. And as soon as he found out that he was just delivering rocks, he flipped out and killed the mayor.
I have a question, large bug. About this. First off, hello there. I am Mighty the Might, alchemist of brews, toxins, and most oils. I do have a question.
Hello there.
On this glow of this bow, do you know anything more about it? And if I may, I would like to roll.
The glue?
Is there anything I can roll to get any more knowledge, or
Meant glow.
He actually would, if
Oh.
you asked him, he actually would. He actually pull out. He has the bow. I mean, the arrow. He has the arrow and the sticky substance on the end of the arrow. You'd be able to look at it. He'd say, "Oh,
is there anything
I
can
have the
roll
arrow right
for it?
here. We found it. Ignore the blood of my friend." So you'd roll.
What can I roll?
What would this be? I would say you make the roll you think that it should be, and I'll tell
Probably
you.
alchemist tools.
Oh yeah, yeah, alchemist
Yeah.
tools. I think that would be fair. See, I was kind of debating. Yeah, I'll see what you roll, and if you roll correctly, actually, I'll just say it later
Alchemist.
if I remember to.
Let's see.
So you can just click on your alchemist tools, or you can just roll intelligence with the proficiency bonus.
Gotcha. I can do that. Does that work?
With an 8, you can
Yikes.
because you did only get an 8, but since this is something that you very much do as a specialty, alchemy, you are able to pick up that it is in fact a strange kind of poison that you yourself have also never seen before. Toby, you actually feel the sense that you might be able to understand this. if you were to look at it closer. You get a sense of this being something that it just feels familiar in some way to you.
Like, okay. I could try to give it a good old-fashioned herbalism check. Maybe some natural spores or something got involved.
You can roll with advantage.
Okay. I don't have that one. Oh, no. I have it set to query. That's why.
Since you specifically mentioned natural spores, you can roll with advantage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, to be honest. Like, yeah, I'm not much better. I only had an 11.
You pick up. You don't know exactly what this is. It seems very faintly very faintly familiar to you, but you do pick up that it is spores in some kind of way. That it has something to do with spores.
Could be glowing algae. It could be anything. We don't know.
The sense that's familiar, it doesn't even feel like something like you would remember. It feels just like something like just
Well, that was just his comment.
yeah,
He
just
wasn't
some
like
part
fishing
of you,
for.
feels like you have some
It's
sort
on
of familiarity with this.
it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's definitely some type of organic compound.
Oh, well, I guess you must be an expert on the subject. I just thought it was poison. But an organic compound. Interesting. But if we really want to know more about this, we might need to take in the guy who killed him. I know this is a lot to ask, but the town is very short-staffed right now. If you can take in this person, ideally alive, we would be very grateful. I personally am not. I don't have access to the town funds, but I would be willing to pay you 100 gold of my own money.
Wow, wowzers! That's a lot of gold.
Do you mind if I keep this arrow for a little bit?
Oh, of course.
I want to keep looking it over.
I'm asking way too much of you. If you want to keep the arrow, that's fine by me. Just please do not stab anybody with it. We don't want any more murders today.
Since the mayor hired this guy, do you know like his stomping grounds, like any place that would help us out narrow down where he have ran off to?
I don't know where he's from. He came he came here from Luvpsyche though. That was where the package was.
Okay, so he went. So he went in the. Okay, I'm just double checking this. You said the guy flew south, right?
Well, he flew south. He's from. He came here from Luvpsyche. He flew south, but he might have only done that to evade us seeing him, and we don't know exactly where he would have gone after he flew south. He flew out of the walls, and then he ducked down behind the walls, and I couldn't see him after that. And then he flew into the grass. So you would know. Luvpsyche that because I think actually you would have Toby. You would have if I remember correctly. You grew up somewhat near the town of Luvpsyche, so you would know that Luvpsyche is actually is west from here, from this town. So, and so I guess to paint a picture of it, the river is on the east side of the town. It's going along the east part of the town, and then south is where the direction that the river is flowing in, and then west is the direction Luvpsyche is from here.
Okay, so he wouldn't. Well, he could have circled back around to. Okay, so Lushlug, south, and then a river.
I must say, you're uh, 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 I, for, I forget the word. One of the Myco something, right?
I mean, I am a mushroom.
Ah. Well, I mean, you're not a mushroom, but you're a mushroom person. I I remember when. Oh, that was a long time ago since I've seen a mushroom over here. A mushroom folk, that is. We have mushrooms here, but
Yeah, I seem to be the only one of my kind. I think.
it's kind of sad. Well, if you ever
It's
need
not when
somewhere
you
to
have.
stay, then you all feel free to stay at my town. And he would point to you the direction of his house. It is on the river front. It's a nice little house. You can see that he doesn't live a very expensive lifestyle, despite working for the mayor. He doesn't seem poor either, though. It's more just he prefers cozy, and of course lives right next to the town hall, and presumably the mayor's house is around here too.
He's smart with his money. You don't need to live fancy. You just live a comfortable life. That's smart.
Are you saying this?
Nah, he's thinking it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he would have offered that. It is currently probably about noon. So you imagine that if you wanted to do some investigating, you still have a lot of time left today to do that, or you could also just look around town, like just for stuff like people and stores and whatnot.
Let's go find the bad guy.
I would like to try and reverse engineer this poison. Since I have no clue what it is, I would like to try and reverse engineer it.
Using your kit, you imagine that you'd be able to
What imagine it would take me a while.
through chemical processes separate different components of this poison. You can very easily scrape the arrow, the goop from the arrow into like one of your bottles. But you imagine that like further testing, you probably would have to wait till when you're not on the go. Because trying to do that while you're on somebody, while possible, also could result in you spilling it onto their body, and that wouldn't be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't want a mutated. We don't want a mutated mushroom. Of course, would I even be affected by it?
I believe you already are mutated.
The big different problem is he's on top of you and you're on top of me. That might get me too.
You just all combine into some sort of
I'm
freak
saving it for
mushroom
later.
mantis tick creature.
Yes, I am your Yoda. Do not fear what is unknown, but fear the known that is not known. Nah, that's
I
not
fear
what
the
he would
knowledge
say.
that my ex-wife's trying to kill me.
Do not fear the knowledge of what you know of the past.
With that.
What?
That's just the
What?
past. Change the future.
So are you heading south out of the south gates of the? You came in through the north gates. Actually, you would have came in more through like the northwest. But yeah, but you could go out the south, or you could go out. There's another gate that's just directly west that would go straight to Lushlug.
I would point to Gilder to go towards the south where the guy landed in the grass and see if we can find some clues.
Yo, grr.
Oh, uh, Do you here?
Why,
Let me show.
why do I always end up being the fierce leader character? Why?
Mighty, you
Social
can.
anxiety, social anxiety. I don't know what Cursed is doing. You decided to be a therapist. You get to control the socially anxious.
Mighty, you can press that plus icon in your inventory and add mysterious poison or mysterious spore goop or whatever you want to call it into your inventory. It's the purple plus button at the bottom of your inventory.
Ooh.
And you guys are. It takes you a few minutes. You pass some housing. You pass a couple. As you get closer, the the mayor's house and town hall and stuff is a little bit away from the center of town, a little bit more north. So as you go south, you would see like kind of town center, shops all around. People are confused at like what exactly the mayor's being dead means, but most of them don't want to risk like breaking their routine over it, so they've kind of started spreading out from the especially after they heard like some of them overheard like him talking to you like, oh, they've brought somebody in to figure things out, I'm just gonna go back to work. So it is a sprawling town. There is people doing their business. There are some kids out playing, parents who aren't as concerned about the assassin coming back. Some of them are keeping their kids in their house, you imagine, while things get worked out. But yeah, so you'd see all that as you're passing through. As you continue south, you would get to the southern gate, and as soon as you get to the gate, there is another Hemitarian guard. This one looks a lot younger, um, and also Toby, you would being raised by Hemitarians, you would know that last one seemed a lot older than your parents. And so you would know that means that last one you just talked to was probably in his 200s. And this one looks to be about in his like 50s, so much younger. And he's just going to stand aside. People can leave the town as they please unless there is a specific thing they're trying to like stop someone. But they don't. If you come back in, they might like ask you what you're coming to the town for. You imagine. You would have actually had to deal with that when you came into town, but I forgot that, so we'll just say you already talked to the one at the south gate and just said that you were coming to visit. And as soon as you get south, you can see that the river, huge. To like, this thing is like 7 feet wide by like actual like feet. So like to a bug, this thing looks miles wide. It is a big river to a bug your size. This is and it is right next to where you exit. There is a river flowing south, and then you would see that the path on the south goes down like way far in the south. But you do actually notice that there is a part where actually roll perception or investigation, everybody, and we'll just see who gets highest.
Perception or investigation? Okay.
Investigation, like if you're rolling investigation, then it's like that implies that you're intentionally looking for clues. But perception works too for people who are wisdom heavy. Okay, so you, Mighty, you, gosh, voice crack from the sickness. Mighty, you are very specifically like interested in this new compound you found, and you want to find out where it comes from. So you're looking around pretty closely, and you're able to maybe get off of Toby if you want to look closer. But you would see, even without getting too close, that there is a part of the ground that looks like where somebody who's flying had landed. Where dust, like, things are all kicked up. There is, as a dust mite, even though it's not like a technical proficiency, you do have a general sense of like, this looks like there was dust spread out here. Like, there's not like a hole, but there is a little bit of dirt that's been like scattered around as if something landed there. And you would pick up that with your 18 investigation, and you would also pick up footprints of that are leading actually back towards Luvpsyche, but through directly through the thick grass rather than on the roads.
Seems to look like something has taken off over here. And I found footprints. Is it also a bad time to say I can't swim?
Actually, I don't even know if I can swim.
I don't think any of us can swim. We're insects.
I think I can float.
I can't fly.
Since I'm a mushroom.
The swimming rules are about the same for, like, again, these are anthropomorphized insects, so they aren't the rules for insects don't necessarily apply 1-to-1. Unless you like specific, like, your character wouldn't have wouldn't know how to swim. It's like you don't have to. You can treat it like you're a normal D&D character in terms of knowing how to swim. Like, maybe you don't know, but if you do know, that's not like a problem, because this is a world where insect folk would have the ability to swim if they learned, but also a lot of you wouldn't have been in a watery environment necessarily, so that's kind of up to your prerogative. I'll say you don't have a swimming speed, but
yeah, mechanically we would still have to make checks.
Yes, but whether you specifically are good enough at swimming to be, comfortable with trying versus, whether your character would feel like they shouldn't go in the water, that's kind of up to you.
I feel like I can float. I don't know. Do mushrooms float?
I believe so.
So I make a good life preserver.
The great and powerful Google.
I'm a dust mite. I've been around dust, not around water. I don't know how to swim.
Yes, raw mushrooms typically float.
Is he a raw mushroom?
Well, you're
I don't
not
know.
necessarily just a mushroom either. You're
Toby in the microwave yet.
You're a myconid, so you but yeah, you would be buoyant, I would say, probably, as a myconid, unless something weighed you down. Like, if you're carrying a lot of stuff, you would generally float, though the part of you that would float would be the top of your head. It wouldn't be so you would probably struggle to breathe if you were just floating and weren't swimming.
Do I even breathe?
I would
Probably
say
not.
that you do, because it is just D&D races. Wait, let me check. Actually, I might have.
We can waterboard you and find out.
Because you
That's
do
a
have
question.
you do have a mouth, and you're not just a mushroom. You're a mushroom folk, which means different.
So I have lungs. Do I have lungs?
Well, plants need
Mushroom lungs.
Plants Plants need to breathe gases, but they don't have lungs. So maybe you just need to breathe, do mushrooms?
I do not believe.
I'm pretty sure
mushrooms are
do need
decomposition.
oxygen. I actually think mushrooms do need oxygen. Yes, mushrooms, like humans, need oxygen to survive and grow. So,
okay.
You actually would need to breathe in the gas and stuff. Technically, I'm sure mushrooms don't die if they go without oxygen for too long. But for this sake, you can just imagine that you have the same needs of oxygen as any other creature.
Okay. Good to know.
Anyway,
We ate Toby.
would we
hallucinate?
Would you have followed
What was that, a Texan?
Oh,
If
Did
we
you say-
ate Toby, would we hallucinate? Are you a hallucinogenic mushroom?
Not currently. I might be poisonous.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't want to taste him and find out. I'm good.
So you see these footprints. Do you think you'd be following them into, or have you like discussed that yet? I might not have noticed.
I would attempt
I would.
to.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're good.
I was
Okay.
going to say I
would
would definitely
attempt
have.
a conundrum.
This is the problem with
thinking,
online.
I want to know like direction of the flying. That's really what I'd be focused
Oh, the
on.
flying! It looks like he flew out of town and landed in that spot in the dirt, and then started walking to conserve energy after he got out of town.
That makes more sense. And he started walking back.
He started walking back to Luvpsyche, but through the thick grass, not on the actual trail. So basically, if you imagine that, if you were to imagine, I guess I'll just make a quick doodle for you. If you were to imagine that this is the river, and then this is the town right here, you got all your little, like, I don't know, this isn't a professional drawing. You got your little town here. This is the path going south. This is the path going north. The path doesn't go really north. The path kind of goes northwest, and then kind of swerves like that. And you would have came along here off of another branch. Is where you would have came in. And there was another path down here that goes straight here. This would be the path to Luvpsyche. This is the path he flew out, but then he landed here and he's just started walking through the grass to not be on the path. If that makes sense.
Gotcha. Yes, that makes sense. I now just reiterate what you just said to the group. Boom. Genius roleplay.
Are
Then
we
let's
sure
go
we
to
want to
Luvpsyche.
follow him?
Yes. Let's stop a bad guy.
A helping hand.
So if you guys are following, you as you go through the grass, you actually the footprints stop. If you guys are looking down at the footprints, you would notice they stop. And if you weren't looking down the footprints, you would know why they stopped, because now at this point you reach a pool, a little pond of sorts that has pebbles in it, and you would be on this side right here, if I can ping you. You'd be coming out right here into this little semi-clearing.
I'm a little shroom boy. Why is my head cut off?
Because I tried to make things like about their actual size and like chop it into the. Though when I made it into, I cut it into square shapes like I normally do. I should have made them tokens, because it's a hex grid, so a token will look better on the hex grid, at least for your character. So I might adjust.
Yeah, we can fix that
crop later.
Yeah.
To fit the.
Yeah, we can fix it later.
Wide.
I'm a wide boy. Okay, I'm on top. I'm basically on top of A Texan's character.
And then.
Why am I bigger than him?
And then Mighty would be on top of.
Because
your
I'm
character.
skinny.
I'm so small. This is great.
Join the party, Luvpsyche.
My strength score is 10. There's only so much I can carry, dude.
Yeah, wait. Actually, technically, let me see. You
Stronger.
I'm pretty sure I should have been crippled after Toby
This is
climbed
why-
on me.
You would be slow. You would have if he's on you. You would be slow. Toby would probably be. I don't think we wrote down his weight, but probably would be about like 70, 60.
I'm going to Google how heavy a human-sized mushroom would be and just see if that helps.
This is
So
kind
no,
of
he's
why I
not.
was concerned.
He's not human sized.
I know, but like it's gonna work out because proportionally.
No, I mean like he's not medium sized. He's small and wide.
Oh,
so
okay.
but he's also
is
not
why-
this. He's myconids are a little bit more dense than a normal mushroom because you can't just like touch them and kill them. They've got more density to them. I
This is
have
why
the
I'm
weight
concerned
for
about the
myconid
weight.
already. But
This is why I was
yes.
concerned about the weight things, because it was already planned that Toby would probably ride on the myconid from time to time. Or not the myconid, the mantis
Mantid.
from time to time.
Well, you can ride on him. It just would be he just would take a 10 feet movements penalty. Because I mean, he's not unless unless he increases his strength next time he levels up, in which case then he probably wouldn't anymore.
Okay, a 1-inch cube of mushroom is approximately a gram, according to Google. I think that's what I'm reading.
You might need to adjust weights a little bit, because we are technically on the gram sides, not the pound size.
These are the weight system is using lathes, which are scaled versions of. So everything is scaled to appropriately.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean honestly, yeah, with a since he's a mantid, he already does have that. Wait, actually, I think he might. Yeah, he already does have the 35 speed, so he's still 25 with you riding him. But
If there's a fight, I'm going to get out from under him, and he could take fall damage for all I care.
but that's he
Ooh.
wouldn't take fall damage. It'd be like a 5. It would be a 1
Yeah,
unit fall.
you'd probably be fine.
And also,
Ooh,
I
I'm
don't
your
think
Yoda.
in combat, I don't think you'd want to be riding him anyway, because your classes and characters are kind of serving different purposes. I mean, if you want to, you could, but he's gonna be trying to drag people away from everything, and and so I don't know how much he'd want you riding him anyway outside of the movement penalty. But we can talk about it if it's really. Like, if you're really wanting to ride him in combat, we can just
I kind of do.
figure out that, I guess. I don't know.
I kind of want to ride him in combat.
Oh.
I need my movement speed for kidnapping.
What?
So, are we all gonna ride Toby across?
Wait, is everyone in this party small but me?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm just gonna back up.
I'm
I
the
am now-
tallest.
I've now
It's
given
just
my
like my
character
family.
afraid of water.
Should have grabbed, enlarge, and reduce,
Why?
man. This would have been helpful.
You know what? I'll tell you what we can do is we can calculate inventory and carrying like people separately. If that's like a thing, like we could just say like,
I'm down for that.
You can carry a small creature, and then we just won't bother. We will still keep track of inventory though, so because that is a thing. But we don't have to like. When it comes to you writing, like we can like you could technically go through the flavoring process of like
Okay.
figuring out
Is
that, but
Isaiah having
we'll
mic issues, or am I having hearing issues right now?
You're having hearing issues because Isaiah's been talking.
So what is
I don't think he heard me.
I think I'm having issues.
He's having issues. Give him a second.
Yeah. Oh.
Now
Goodbye.
now we have to figure out flotation rules because, like, yeah, I guess I am a flotation device.
I would
I can
say
fly.
you'd be fairly buoyant until I did say, because the thing is, and this is where it does come into play, unless there's something weighing you down, you could float mighty across, potentially, and you would need to be careful about this because, again, you do need to breathe. You could definitely,
I'll just lay on my back.
but you could not get, but which is fine, but you could not get, you would not, I don't think you'd be able to float Gilder across, especially with all the stuff he's carrying, but also just in general, giant mantid is going to weigh you down, you'd start to sink at that point. You also don't know what is in this pond, so
What's happening?
the top of the pond is covered. I didn't display this properly because I didn't have I don't know why I didn't draw it to look as such, but the top of this pond is has a pond film on it. So it doesn't actually
You mean
look
like a
as
pool
clean.
cover?
It doesn't actually look as clean as it does in the image. It looks very
Green.
it's covered with a film of algae and stuff, or whatever it is that grows on pond scum.
Can't we just walk around it?
There is
Maybe?
a rock rock formations on side you could attempt to climb around, or you could just keep walking to go around, but you don't know how much these rocks would be. You imagine at one point it looks like these were built as a wall for something, maybe before the founding of the town of Rivergrass. This was like an old wall of a civilization in it, and the water that fell crumbled this part of the wall, and that's why there is rocks in this pond. It goes into the thick grass, so you can't see where the edges of these walls would be. So you could attempt to scale, or you could attempt to see how far it is to walk around them.
Anyone good at climbing?
Fine.
I have good dexterity. I can try.
Question DM.
Yeah.
So I have, for spell, I have catapult. Can I catapult myself using? Because I know it says touch an object 1 to 5 pounds. If I have like a bandolier on me, can I cast it on that and launch myself across?
I would say that wait, let me look at that spell really quick.
1 to 5 pounds, catapult it up to 90 feet.
Are you an
I can
object?
get up to
here. Let me just check.
No, I'm
cast it on his bandolier.
Because I can catapult like here to here.
I'm just gonna check to make sure that I'm reading this right, but that probably will be fine.
I prepared
I'm trying to do
no
large
spells
scale
for this
distance.
type of
5
stuff.
pounds. Okay.
I have spells.
Okay, so since it's 5 pounds, I'll tell you what.
Yes.
Since it's 5 pounds and you're 11, I will say that you can catapult yourself, but you can only catapult yourself half the distance since you're double the weight.
That's still like 45 feet. Normally.
I do here to here. That would work. I think like here to here would work. Because I'm not trying to go like all the way across. No, I'm just trying to get around it, which would be like here to here.
Yeah, but this is a wall here, you would.
Yeah.
It would be.
That's why I'm trying to figure out like a way to kind of avoid it, which I think.
How much is it? If you can catapult vertically, you could try to catapult vertically up onto the wall.
How would I get down?
Yeah, maybe not
How
the best
tall is
idea. It's
the
an
wall?
option. You could try to fall down off the wall, kind of crawl your way down or something. Actually, you do have. Oh wait, Crap.
can
You
do
actually
that.
have a crawling speed, like a climbing speed. I mean,
I do have a crawling.
because that's like your.
I
Whole
completely
thing.
forgot about that.
I'm trying to look at.
You actually have a
Yeah,
climbing
then I'll
speed.
just catapult myself on top.
Not only do you have
Just crawl over the wall. What am I doing?
Not only do you have a climbing speed.
I'm over here oversimplifying.
You actually have a. You actually can climb upside down ceilings without needing to make an ability check. You can't. Oh wait, you can't climb on slippery surfaces. So would these rocks be slippery? Oh. No, they wouldn't be slippery. It's been sitting around here long enough. The bottoms of the rocks might be a little slippery. So I might. You might have to like make a jump. Which you can just do. Like you can just kind of jump up onto where it's no longer slippery. Just the bottom parts that are like kind of at the water, like where the water's at. But you would be able to easily climb the dry parts of the rock. Let me make sure.
I'm useless for this part.
I just didn't realize that I had a crawling speed. I completely forgot about that. I was like, I'm just gonna catapult.
You do notice, not you, but Gilder, since your character's looking in that direction. Make a perception or Actually, no, perception.
Oh, perception's worse than my investigation.
Sorry, but this is a perception. You wouldn't be investigating for this. This is a perception. I have to make you roll perception sometimes.
That's still
that's still pretty good. You see what looks to be two pairs. Wait, no. Yeah, you see what looks to be two pairs of beady black eyes under the pond scum kind of peeking up.
Oh, okay. Gilbert's gonna see this, immediately say, "Oh, absolutely not," and start backing up.
Does he point it out?
You're gonna have to ask him because I didn't think about pointing it out when I said back up.
Okay, but what's the matter? I do notice you back up. What's the matter?
That beady little eyes.
If you look, Toby.
Where's he pointing?
If you look, there is no longer any beady eyes there.
Schizophrenia.
You're just writes down a note.
I'm not schizophrenic.
Would you
be
schizophrenia?
I don't see anything.
I saw something. It's not there anymore, and now I'm even more scared than I was.
Are you just your wife's not here? Everything's good. It's just a pond with some water.
My wife does not have beady little eyes.
Out of character. Are we sure about that?
Sure about what? What are you
that his wife doesn't have beady little eyes.
You would. Depends on how much he told you about his wife and.
No, I was asking out of character. I was just making a joke out of character. Are we sure about that?
I mean, she probably does have fairly beady eyes. I haven't made a sprite for his ex-wife, but.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I don't know what my ex-wife looks like.
Your character, dude.
I know.
I can't remember her.
I should not have gotten rid of my daggers, I'm realizing, because I don't have ranged attacks. I can jump.
I'm just remembering I'm a druid. I have shape-shifting powers.
Just turn into a fish and prove the
I'm
thing.
not high enough. I'm not high enough level for fish yet.
Also, right. I should mention that that like sizes and like stuff of the creatures you thing are also adjusted like to the size. So, like, you know, if you turn to a fish, you're not going to be huge. You're going to be a fish size relative to what the size of the game is.
Okay. Is there a rock on the ground? A small rock?
Is there a rock on the ground somewhere?
Something I can throw.
Yeah, there'd be pebbles. I'm
going to pick up a pebble, and as hard as I can, throw it at where the beady little eyes were.
Don't antagonize it.
roll to hit, like to just
I'd assume that just be my
do you have that
dexterity,
dexterity and
not
you
proficient, so
won't, yeah,
plus
you won't
3.
be proficient.
So 1d20 plus 3 to hit.
Okay.
That's
Dirty
a
20.
hit.
So roll for damage. I would say, let's just say, since it's
D4.
just a rock, yeah, D4, and then add your dexterity.
5 damage.
She's
Okay.
hands.
So as soon as you throw that, the rock seems to hit something and kind of bounce off. Wait, Tom, so you say 5?
5 damage.
Okay. As it hits it, suddenly, the things with the beady eyes, hop out, and I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative.
Why did you have to anger frogs?
I was about to say, is it a
No
frog?
one believed me.
More than one.
I had to prove they were
You
there.
didn't tell us.
Yes, I did.
Oh, yes,
I
a
said they were being
naturally
alive.
occurring creature.
I
Oh,
said
yes,
they
the
were being
naturally
alive, but I
occurring
got called
creature is an
schizophrenic.
assassin. Schizophrenic.
Sai, what? We need. Okay, I don't know how to do a tiebreaker if you have two decks, the same dex mod.
We'll just say
You go
that.
first.
Well, if you have the same dex mod, then just roll again, and whoever gets higher, or no, don't roll again. Just roll a Just roll a d6. Take turns rolling d6s until somebody gets higher, or you can just rock paper
Okay.
Can you
scissors.
just go first?
Well, you can't really rock paper scissors with voice very well.
I rolled a 5.
Could also
Did
just
you
pick
Actually,
go
you know
first?
what? You know what? Actually, if she wants you to go first, I'll just let you go first.
Okay, I'm okay if she goes first.
I don't want to go first.
But isn't it ladies first?
Get
I'm
the
kidding.
map, chick.
I can
A
go
little
first.
You didn't roll the same number as us, Mantis boy.
Worth a shot.
I could go first. I have a 20. Granted, it's a dirty 20, but a 20 is a 20.
It's not a 21. We both rolled 21s.
I know.
I know it says giant frog, but these really would just be average-sized frogs. Slightly small, honestly. So these frogs hop out. They are a couple. They're about a couple inches long, maybe so they an inch and a half about. So pretty big. Pretty dangerous.
We're gonna die.
And let us start the combat. I actually have a perfect song for the Froggies.
We're gonna die.
Combat music.
That's why I said that we should have just left the city. Not get involved in all that.
I wasn't paying attention.
So
I don't know
first
how we got here. I was playing Minesweeper.
So
That
I'm a very
excuse only
honest
works
man.
so much. You threw the rock at the frog, my friend.
Oh, I meant how we got to this pond. I knew exactly how we got into combat.
Toby, it is your turn.
Frog.
I didn't know there were 2 frogs.
I
If
said
there were
two
2,
pairs.
I may have stopped.
I said 2 pairs of beady eyes.
Oh, I
mean,
heard
it
2.
It could have
Yeah.
been a 4-eyed creature, I suppose.
I didn't hear the word pair.
I didn't either.
Are they,
Oh.
are they men and white?
When the recording's done, you can roll back the tape and see if I remember to say pair.
He did
It might
say
have just-
pair.
He did. Then it must have not. Then I must have missed it.
So did I, and I wasn't even playing Minesweeper
So,
then.
Toby, what do you think you're gonna do for your turn?
What do I want to do for my turn? I don't know. I didn't want to get into this situation. I just want to find the bad guy. I don't want to fight frogs. Hmm. I'm gonna take a 5-second ask question. Do we want to run or fight these things?
I don't know how strong frogs are.
Good question. You don't know.
His talk is free.
Sure.
I don't know. I
How
say we
strong
should.
do y'all think frogs are?
I don't know how tough they are, but I'm just like, you know what? We don't have to fight these frogs. We have a bad guy to chase down.
I bet the bad guy is past the frogs. Is the thing.
Yes, but we could walk around the lake. So my plan is bonus action. Shillelagh my staff, just in case I need to fight something. But I'm gonna walk back into the bushes. Or wait, I'm stuck on top of Mantis Boy.
Yeah, you'd
I
have to
could
dismount.
double that. I could just leave so fast if I have to.
Well, you technically
Hey,
still
hey.
have the -10 from to move. Oh wait, no, we decided not to do that. Never mind.
So you could
Also,
run us.
even with the -10, I can still use my action to dash and use my bonus action to dash and use my full movement. I can just leave.
I'll just say Mantis Boy. Let's run into the grass. They won't follow us there probably, and run around the lake. Or Gilder.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, what can I? So I shillelagh my staff just in case I need to attack something, but I'll hold my. What can I hold my action for?
Warning.
I mean, I'm on top of him. I don't have fireball. So I wish I had better. I picked stuff I thought I would use, but man, this situation's like, oh, yeah, no, this is not a great idea.
I realize if we run, we're gonna end up leaving Mighty by himself, but I think that's his problem.
This is fine. I can do this.
I wish I had something I could grab and pull you towards us. I should have got Thorn Whip. I could have like snagged you towards us. You would have taken a little damage, but nah.
I could probably
catapult
run
myself.
up,
This is fine.
grapple him, and still have plenty of movement. How
I can
far
catapult
off?
myself. It's still fine.
I think I'll hold my action to smack frogs if they get close to us.
Oh yeah,
That's what
I
I'll
could
do.
just grapple him and run.
Yeah, so I'll just hold my action to smack frogs
I'm willing.
if they get close.
But yeah, I'd have to be told to grapple him.
Go pick up our alchemist friend.
Well, how
While you're
high
at
up, how high up the ledge is he now? Because he said he started climbing that thing.
Oh right, he climbed.
So I was gonna
Never
say,
mind.
you're not in danger, Mighty, because you're out of range of the frogs right now. You're probably up on top of that wall at this point. So you're not in danger, but you are over here. So
I light my shillelagh, I'm holding my shillelagh lightsaber ready to smack the frogs if they get close to us.
okay, is that Jaren's turn?
I'm holding my action for that, yeah. So end turn.
Briya, it is your turn.
So the plan is to run once we get Mighty, correct?
Mighty's already on rocks, so we determined he's safe for now.
I can book it if needed.
I don't think anyone told you to run. You probably heard Toby telling me to, but
Yeah, it would probably have been
just-
loud enough.
I'm just going to walk this direction. And not make any sudden moves. So, yeah. That is all I want to do. I'm going to keep an eye on the frog.
Do I hold an
I
action?
can. So, yeah. That is all I want to do. I'm gonna keep an eye on the frog.
I'll hold an
I
action.
can. I'm holding my action.
Okay. Mighty.
And let's see, since I'm not in any relative danger, I'm thinking here, because what I could do is I can try and stealth my way back, but I don't know how high up I am.
You'd probably be on top, I think, and so you're probably about 35 movement from being on the ground.
Gotcha.
And
So
your
what
climbing speed is your climbing speed is the same as your walking speed, which is only 20. So
yeah.
If you dashed, you could make it to the ground and then make it like over here. So
yeah, but I want to try and do it stealthily so I don't get spotted. Good.
Well, that's a stealth check.
Yeah, you want to do a stealth check for it then?
Yeah, you can do that, and you can. This area has some dust, so if you wanted to kick up some dust as you're running, you could get advantage on your stealth check.
Absolutely.
I'll be right back. I have to hit the restroom.
Alright. I have advantage on stealth check, and here we go. Did it want to work? Hello? Computer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
The frogs
Plus
have.
5.
The frogs see that dust is kicked up, but the amount of the range in which the dust is kicked up is big. It's pretty big, and you're very small. They would have no idea where exactly you are in all that dust. And you would have. Well, you wouldn't have. Wait, let me measure this really quick. 35. So you would have gotten 40. So you would only be like here right now. With a dash, I think, unless you have a bonus action to move more. You can go away from
I
the pool
do
with
have
it.
a bonus action, but I mean, only 45. Right about there should be fine. Because then I can. Because am I on the ground now? Is my question.
Yeah. It was 35 to climb down, and then you've had 5 more. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can make it to him next turn, so I should be fine. And I didn't get spotted, so I'm good. That is my turn.
Hey, Gilder, it's your turn now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bolt. It's gonna be a total of 35 plus 35 plus 30. 105 feet in a straight line into the bushes. This way.
I will let. So Mighty, Oh yeah, never mind.
Oh, did he get down?
He's down. He's on the ground. He's right there.
Okay.
He is kind of. You wouldn't really be able to pick him up without a perception check, a good perception check, because his stealth, like he's hidden right now. He's small and covered in mist of dust. So.
Okay. Would I have to use an action to try to find him?
No, but you can do a perception check, see if you find him. Because of this situation, I will say that.
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, you don't. But you can walk in that area, and I'll say that that I'll let Mighty make a sleight of hand check to see if he can grab onto you as you're running by, to like climb on you.
Okay, then 105 feet in a straight line going this way.
Sleight of hand. I'll roll that. Alright, yeah, normal. Okay. There's that sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's enough. So you grab onto Gilder, one of Gilder's legs as he's running by, and you're able to climb up onto him.
Gilder is
Awesome.
the bus.
And it's at the end of your turn, Gilder. Yeah, you use your bonus action and action and movement.
Yeah, I'm just gone.
So you'd be right. Wait, let me get this really quick. You would be
Getting to here is only 35. There's still 70 more feet after that.
For him to grab you, you'd have to go here. So you've been here.
That's 30.
So wait, you would have gone. So wait, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 6, 7, and then you would have then you'd be 70 feet more that way.
Well, each square is 5 feet, so
Yeah, you'd be 70 more, not feet, but Tarsi. You'd be.
I'd have 21 total.
Yeah, so
hexagon.
You would have 14 left hexagons that way.
Yeah, so I'm just gone.
This one would, as the frog now had its turn, this one is going to do the attack the only thing it can see. It's going to hop onto land from here.
Oh no.
And is going to
the one that
Briya.
tastes bad.
And it's be right there. It's going to stick. It's going to attempt to bite on. Wait, let me see. It is going to tongue Briya, and with its tongue near you, that is going to count as getting near you. So, it will have to make the con save.
Oh,
Luvpsyche,
great. Aurora also tastes bad.
Luvpsyche, when was the last time that your character would have cleaned? Never?
I'd say a day.
Okay, because the DC changes for how long it's been since last time you cleaned yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you cleaned yourself? 16 years ago.
Well, the maximum is 1 week. After a week, it doesn't get any worse.
Mm.
So if you cleaned yourself like a day ago, then it would be it'd be 9. The DC would be 9 for this, so it's going to make a DC 9 con save. And it just barely makes it with rolling a 9. So it's not poisoned by your stench. And the tongue is 16 to hit. What's your AC, Briya?
14.
Okay, so it hits you. You are brought to the frog and you're grappled. And it does damage. Let me roll that.
The challenge.
So you're going to take.
You have to help.
You're going to take this much plus 2. You're going to take 7 damage.
You think I'm aware of what's going on, dude? I'm gone. I'm nowhere near this.
He needs our help.
I don't know that. I just left so fast.
True.
Okay, so you're now caught, and did you apply the 7 damage?
Yes, let me update it on the actual character over here now. Work. What was the name put in there?
And now it is going to. Now this one is going to jump.
Am I allowed to use my held action?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can use your held action. As the tongue's coming forward, you can attempt to hit it or whatever you're gonna do. technically you didn't say you a specific thing that you held your action for, but
It's fine.
Okay, and that would hit. Remember, you can't use this again until you complete a short or long rest.
Noted. I'm fine with that.
So you would take 2d6. It would take 2d6 actually. 2d6 plus. You would wait. Yeah, it wouldn't. You wouldn't add your strength to the or dex to this attack. You just take 2d6, so it would just be 9 damage.
Okay.
Though I've considered adding you being able to add con to it, but I don't know. You know what?
It's like a dragon's breath. They don't add their con, or they don't add their modifiers to it.
Yeah. Okay. And this one is also going to be there, and it is going to attempt to. I mean, the only thing it reasonably do here is also attempt to tongue you, because the other ones, all the rest of your friends are gone. So, so this one is going to tongue you as well. I don't know a better way to say that. I'm sorry.
It's getting fought over.
It's going to attack you with its tongue. I assume a 10.
Wow. It doesn't hit, but why is he fighting his friend for me?
These are not sentient frogs. These aren't frog folk. These are just frogs. They are just giant dumb frogs. So they're not really like, they probably have like one of those relationships where they are friends, like as much as animals can be friends, but also fight over food like dogs would.
If you've ever seen one of the videos of like the frogs being fed, if there's more than one,
Yeah,
if one of them gets the food, they'll like hit each other.
pretty
I
much.
don't watch that.
Actually, you know what? This frog is actually going to get upset at this frog hogging the food, and is actually going to attempt to hit his frog as a bonus, his friend frog as a bonus action.
See if I can find a video later.
And that is going to hit because it adds +3, and this thing has AC of 10. And
Oh, these things are weak.
they have a decent amount of health, but they have no armor. They have frog skin. You can hit them with anything pretty much. And
I do agree we should probably help. I just don't think I'm capable of knowing that she needs help right now.
okay.
I mean, probably, well, depending on how far we are, we could probably try to first listen to see if she's screaming out for help.
Frog!
Toby, it would be your turn now.
Am I, like, how far in the grass are we?
You would be like 14 times 5, Tarsi. You'd be 14 inches in the grass, which is equal to 70 feet or 70 Tarsi.
So we're basically off the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, we're gone.
Is there any way to try to hear like her screaming out?
Perception check.
Help. Okay.
Is she screaming out?
Also, you have to keep in mind that this, despite that the D&D battle stuff happens, like each turn happens in the same 6-second frame, basically. So you would have seen them like as Gilder was dashing by. You would from like as you're running, like see the frogs hop towards her.
Okay.
That's a part of D&D combat that people forget, is that despite the combat being ordered for this, and you definitely know that they're attacking.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah, with a nat 20, you can actually see a little bit through the grass that they're attacking, even though you're so far away. You have perfect vision in this moment. But yeah, so people forget about that about D&D combat is that the 6 second the turn is everything's happening in that 6 seconds, and the like taking turns is just representative. It's not so.
I tap on Gelder's shoulder. Briya is in danger.
I will say this combat is balanced for 4 people, not for 1 person. So I would say you should probably try to get back there.
One person getting licked repeatedly.
So I tap on Gilder's shoulder and say, "She's in trouble. We need to go back the way we came."
Okay.
And I don't know.
Feels like
In the moment,
Velox.
like, am I within? Oh yeah, I would be within 125 feet. So I try to attempt to hit the frog with chill touch.
Yeah, you would be within 125 feet. Okay. Roll for attack, or is it CDC?
It's an attack, and it was a 6. My hand hits something else.
Yeah, you actually managed to when you like reach out your like necrotic like energy. You were so focused on telling Gilder what to do, you accidentally hit Gilder with it.
Ah, come on.
So roll.
That would be
damage.
at disadvantage. Now you only take 2.
Okay, just 2.
Just 2.
Very cool. Very cold. Very chilly.
Very necrotic. You can't heal that for, I think, until the next round.
Yes, because I had the capability of healing myself.
I should have picked up Cure Wounds.
Well,
I didn't.
Your artificer buddy has healing words, so.
Hello.
I would. I'll have to
So I'm
change
pretty
the
sure
Cure
for
Wounds.
I'm pretty sure for the alchemist it's supposed to be flavored as like a health potion or something. But
Get back in range to help her. I'd have to spend my entire turn sprinting again.
Do you?
technically you could just spend your bonus. You could do your bonus action and your movement, and you would be where you appear to be now on the map if you use your bonus action and your movement.
Yeah. And then to get into a range where I can actually do something, I'd have to use my action to get there.
Well, unless you have anything else you want to do with your action, or you could use your action dash and do something else with your bonus action. I mean, it's kind of up to you.
This is rough for a mantis with no range weapons.
Yeah. What is my measurement doing?
I don't know why you're measuring from over there.
I'm clicking on myself. Or I'm trying to. Okay, there we go.
It's probably because you're accidentally clicking off the map or something.
Okay, I figured it out. That probably doesn't reflect the actual size of the map. It's off the map it's starting, isn't it?
Here, let's just say you're right here.
Nope, it was starting on the map. Just on the other corner. Yeah, I'd have to use everything.
Daggers he can pickpocket us for. I'm a druid, I don't have daggers.
It's fine. I didn't need the daggers because I'm usually a melee combatant. I'm supposed to grapple people. I can wait the turn. It's just I have 13 HP now.
You have third.
Oh
What?
my.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I made the decision again. I made the same mistake with Velox and used Con as a dump stat.
Oh, hey, wait. You can use your precision pounce.
That gives me an extra 10 feet.
Oh, yeah.
I had to look up the long jump rules.
It's 25. The precision pouch is as an action you can perform a jump that goes 10 TR up and 25 forward. So if you're within 25,
Oh. Yeah,
you
okay,
can
that gets me there, yeah.
Read your racial feats.
I did
25
read that.
TR.
I just didn't read it.
So basically, as an action, so you could use your bonus action, your movement to get to where you are now, and then as an action, do a precision pounce, jump forward, and make
Now,
an unarmed
Wolverine
strike.
in Rivals.
A 1d8.
Hmm.
1d8 piercing
Kidnapping.
damage. If the
I've now
target
realized
isn't
that's
suspecting
what I play.
attack yet, okay, it wouldn't be a suspecting attack from you because you ran away, so you can get advantage on it.
Nice.
Oh, if I get a grapple off, I'm just gonna have advantage regardless.
Yeah, but you have to make your attack first, and also you aren't able to grapple him yet anyway. 'Cause,
Yeah, we'll find out when I get there.
Just thinking of the combos we
are you
could do,
just
like
so
grab.
you want to do that? You want to pounce at him now?
It's not my turn yet.
Oh right, yeah, it's not. Never mind. I'm confused.
No, I used my action to try to hit it.
Oh yeah, and so
I don't-
it would be Bria's turn again. Sorry.
Briya smacked the
We'll come
frog.
back to you being where you are. So you would be here with your movement, your bonus action at the start of your next turn. You'll just say that that's where you're at, but you're not there yet technically. Briya, what do you want to do?
Well, I am still grappled, so are my arms pinned or no?
It's just grappled. So it's just grappled basically just means you're grabbed. You don't have any like disadvantage on anything, and you can just attempt to get out of it, or you can use your attacks. There's no disadvantage to attacks. It's just you're just held in place right now. Its tongue is just imagine its tongue is like wrapped around your waist or something.
Noted. Okay, I'm gonna use my rapier.
That hits. I assume you're hitting the one that is eating you with its tongue.
Yes.
Good.
Got its tongue off.
What class are you?
He's a fighter. And 10 pierce.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any bonuses to damage or anything from your class or something?
No. It's already added, so outside of my proficiency for it. Ow. Okay, that's the end of my turn. Oh wait.
What type of fighter are you?
Battle Master, that's what I'm asking. If she wants to use a Battle Master,
Oh.
she could,
Wait,
Battle Masters are
I
cool.
probably should have asked this before.
disarming
But can
it.
I use this? Yeah.
Yeah, that would I'd let that work to get rid of the grapple. Because at its size, you're basically an object to it. I'll just say so. That's an interesting way to use the ability, so I'll allow that.
She's not an object. She's a person.
So add the frog. It's just food. So it's like from the frog's perspective. Roll the superiority die, and you might not even need to. Just roll that superiority die you got. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, so you're no longer. You can use your movement now if you want to get away. But you would take an attack of opportunity, but you can.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm going to try to get to the glass and past that.
I think out of all of us, she might be the tanky one.
So it is
Oh,
going
yeah.
to attack at you. With
She's the highest hit die.
it's just gonna use its bite attack at you.
I think the fighter.
10 to hit.
Yay! That did not hit.
And that's the end. Oh wait, no, you have a bonus action still if you want to use it.
Well, actually,
Mighty, it's your turn. You're technically not here yet.
let's-
You're right now. You're still technically 70 feet away from where you are on the map. Until on Gilder's turn, you'll be here.
Gotcha. All I can do is hold my action. Which, do I need to tell you what I'm holding it for?
I trust you. You can tell me what the trigger is, and you don't have to tell me what the action is.
Getting within... How far is it? Getting within 60 feet.
Okay, and... Gilder, you're now there. You could do that pounce now if you want to.
Okay, well, first, do I notice she got away before I do this?
This is all kind of happening within the same frame, but you would be
Okay.
looking at the frog. But since you're looking at the frog, if you're like gonna like think of pouncing on it, you would see that she got out of the grip of the frog. But you'd also see that this frog is very hurt at this point, bloodied, beyond bloodied. The one that had her grappled.
Yeah, let's just jump it. I was told to jump it. No one's told me to stop. I'm going too fast to really think about it. That one sound effect.
Sure, let's do
What
it.
were they called? What was that zombie called in the one game that is used for memes of Wolverine?
What?
I have no
I'll figure it
idea.
out later.
Zombie?
I'll look up the sound effect later. Yeah, I'm gonna be in range, so I'll just roll my attack now, and everyone's coming with me, whether they like it or not.
I just left.
Well, not you. Just everyone else.
He has a mushroom and an invisible bug on him right now. Wait, do I notice he's there with that net 20?
Okay. Where did my
The
attack?
nat 20 was to perceive whether or not she was with being attacked by the frogs, so that doesn't last like the whole round.
Attack roll, 18 to hit.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's
Okay.
with advantage.
Yeah. And you'd hit.
Oh,
regardless,
one more
so you
time.
can-
Okay, 22 to hit.
Okay, so you're now on. You would have jumped on, and they would have come with you. And
Okay,
you can roll your damage, including your sneak attack.
sneak attack damage.
Yeah, this
My
you can tell however you want to kill this thing. This frog is gone.
I just jump on it and rip out whatever I can with my mantis
Serrated
claws.
Yeah. Okay. And that is the end of your action. This next giant frog will go now.
There's a held action.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody who has held actions, Mighty, and Toby, if you have a held action, you all would have been able to use your held actions before this.
Hunter zombie.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
didn't have one. I used my action to already snipe at it.
Oh yeah.
So
So whatever you say, Hunter's mark.
Well,
Mighty, what do you say you did?
Give me a second. I'm gonna try and figure that out again. Because I was, before I realized we were gonna get up close and personal, I was gonna wait. Hold up. I can still do that actually. Hold up. Wait, measure tool. Come here. You let me have the measure tool. Do that. Hit right there.
That's
I don't know,
that's the
did he
sound effect I
have-
was talking about.
Is he half in water and half out?
Yeah. His front legs are like outside the water, but his back is in the water.
Okay. If I was gonna cast grease to see if he would fall prone. Right here.
You can attempt to do that.
Awesome. Let's see.
he poisoned the water hole.
Womp womp. Burn it. Let's see. Yep, slit grease. Oh, it's just. It needs to make a dex saving
Yeah.
throw. Of.
This plus 3.
I'm glad
13.
it's.
Does it make the 13 make it?
It's not telling me what the thing is. Give me 1 second so I can find it.
I think it would.
Hold.
I think 13 would make it. I think 13 would make it, right?
Let's see. I just can't remember. It doesn't say on the thing what the saving throw would be for.
The spell DC.
Go to your spells.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Depends on how high his intelligence is.
Yeah, it's 13. Your spell save is 13.
13?
So it does make the save.
It does. It is. The only thing is, then it's casted as difficult terrain. Granted, the frog could probably just hop out.
Is now going to attempt to bite at. He's actually going to attempt to bite at Gilder, the one who just killed his friend, his frog friend.
I use a reaction.
What?
AC equals 14. I will be back to get water.
I use Halo Spores.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
I think it's good. When you creature, you can use a reaction deal with 16 on the throw. I tried a necrotic hit with some spores. Poof! Spores come out of my body towards the frog. You shall not pass.
Good one.
I have a question. Are we all occupying the mantis's space, or are we all just in the
You are all on the mantis's back right now.
Okay.
You are occupying his space. I just didn't want to.
Okay. Good. Well, then I'm within smacking range on my turn. I'm gonna be Rafiki, just smacking it with my stick on my next turn.
Gotcha. Which?
I need a con save, Isaiah.
Okay. I just made it. I got 9.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that failed. Yo, you got a 9.
Wait. Is this a new con save? The first one's for the Halo Spores.
Yeah, it's just. What did you get for the Halo scores?
9.
With
D4.
modifier.
9 with the
Okay.
modifier.
Okay. 1d4. Yep, 4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
You don't have many reactions?
Yeah, and then now Giant Frog is going to bite at Gilder.
Looks like I came back just in time.
Okay. Awesome.
13 to hit. Does that hit you?
Nope.
The frog
We are
whips and it doesn't hit you.
We are
I'm going to
Voltron.
rip its throat out. If given the opportunity.
We are Voltron.
The tiny character riding on the small character riding on the medium character. Now you just gotta get
Is it?
now you just
What is
gotta
it?
have somebody play if True Cross ever joins, convince him to instead play as like a giant beetle or something.
Yeah, then we could have the mantis on top of the beetle and then a mushroom on top of the
Though
mantis and then
I don't know if medium technically counts as a medium plus. I mean, the giant beetle's technically considered medium plus. It's between medium and large.
Hercules beetle is large, I think.
No, the Hercules beetle.
The scarab. That's what I was trying to.
The scarab is between. The scarab size is medium plus, so it's basically halfway between the abilities of a large and the abilities of medium.
Yes. Medium.
I
Premium.
have a question.
It should be.
Do we use the flanking rule?
No.
Okay.
I use the flanking rule for if you want to get advantage. I mean, if you want to get sneak attack as a rogue, but not everyone
Okay.
just gets flanking because, frankly, that makes any single boss fight way too easy, and it's kind of, it feels a little bit arbitrary, honestly. Like,
bonus action. Oh, yeah. Okay. Bonus action. I use my symbiotic entity.
there's already so many ways to get advantage. It kind of flanking basically negates every way to get advantage because like flanking is always going to be the best way to get advantage pretty much in most cases. So that's why I don't use this, because then it kind of like if I did allow flanking, if I did consider that, what I would do is like say you get +1 or something, because then all the abilities to give advantage would still have a use.
Okay. Okay. So then I will use my action to smack the guy with my shillelagh.
Okay. And is that a roll to hit, or is there gonna be a save?
Roll to hit.
Yeah.
Roll to hit. Okay, so there's the shillelagh damage. And here is the D6 of necrotic. So 11 damage total. I smack him with.
It looks bloodied.
Okay.
And is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's my bonus. My action is Stink Bug's turn.
Briya, it is your turn. Briya's not a stink bug. It is Briya is technically based on the type of flies that fly around carcasses. There is a stink bug as well that's a type of hemipteran.
Yeah, because that's much better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am going to fly back. Let's just say I'm above them.
Alright.
And I am going to use my rapier.
We got this.
Is it dead?
Yeah, that hits, and it's not dead yet, though.
So close. It's
It
probably
looks-
maybe on
it
1
looks
HP.
on its last legs.
Okay, well, that's the end of my turn. I believe in you.
Might E, it is your turn.
Alright, let's see. The small little man. I'm going to see. Let's see, I think I have. I don't remember where it is. Where is it? Nope, cantrip. I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Okay.
I believe.
Con save.
Scratch that if that's alright. I'm gonna do Acid Splash. Kind of the same thing. Just acid instead of cold.
Is that a con save?
I have a bottle of acid.
Or is that a...
It is a DC 13.
Okay.
Save. Trying to see which save is that.
Wait, is it con or is it something else?
I think they're both cons.
Dex DC 13.
Oh,
Nat 20 on that one.
boo.
Yikes. Is he still? Yeah, no half damage.
It's
What-
cantrip.
Oh,
Sometimes, depending on the circumstance, I rule that nat 20s don't even take half damage. But
that's fair.
Normally-
but it's a cantrip, so they don't even, that wouldn't apply anyway.
Yeah.
Gilder, it's
Yeah.
your turn. You can,
Smack it.
yeah.
Bonus action grapple.
Okay. Grapple check. It is going to try to escape.
Variant grapple feat. I get to use my acrobatics, and I have advantage thanks to serrated claws.
Okay. And It
Ah,
has
14 to the check.
three, so it's grappled.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thanks to which of my feats is giving me the extra attacks? Ah, yes, my Master Captor. I can attack twice against a grappled creature. I only get sneak attack on one of the attacks, and variant grapple. I have advantage on all attacks against grappled creatures. Okay,
Opa.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Should be dead.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just rip out. I just stick my claws into its neck and cut it open. Just
And
That's-
you do that, and it is dead. A very brutal way to get out your emotions, I suppose.
I just call it emotional therapy.
Murder
Or-
therapy.
still
Murder
scared of
therapy.
vampire.
See-
Technically, it's
see?
not sentient, so it's more like animal slaughter therapy.
Can I cast Healing
Self-defense.
Word on Gilder? I believe he's the one with the low HP, or is it?
I have 13 HP. I've only taken 2 damage. I think Luvpsyche might have less HP than me.
You could also
I
just
just can't remember which one took more damage.
You could also consider taking a rest by the pond here. Speaking of rest, I think we are gonna do a like 5 to 10 minute break. So we are back. My throat is
Yay!
so horrible.
Good evening, people.
So you guys have just recently defeated some Frogays, and you are now there. You still have to find a way around this. The direction you're aiming to go is wait, let me see if I can have this be
We had a
visible.
Mm-hmm.
Broadcast to others.
We
It's
had a
not
short rest, didn't
broadcasting, I don't think.
Mhm.
Okay, so reset the wild shape.
Can you see this
Yeah,
line
but-
I'm making?
What line?
Yes.
I'm making a line.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, basically that's the line you're trying to go in. That's the direction you're heading in. So you have to try to find some way to go away, whether you want to climb around the wall, or you don't seem to notice anything else in the water. You could try to hop across the rocks, or just float across with the things the people you can carry across. You can float across. Like,
I'm just thinking of 30 million ideas to do with the mushroom. What if we made me light enough
Float.
like an umbrella? And just used me to float across.
I mean, like flip you upside down and then put your head in as like.
No, I'm saying like an umbrella. Like my mushroom, like somehow we make me light as a feather. And then you guys just like float with me as an umbrella.
What? Mary Poppins isn't
Repeat that one.
canon to D&D.
Oh,
Mary Poppins, y'all.
A spoonful of sugar.
1 second. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. No, I
I'm
cannot make that.
I'm realizing
I'ma
I picked
just-
the wrong spells for this,
Whoops.
to be honest. I could have
Sorry,
made...
did you
I could
guys
have
take
grabbed...
a short rest?
Yes, we did.
Okay, remember to apply the short
Indeed.
rest stuff as anyone who didn't apply the short rest. Nothing's gonna attack you during a short rest. You just take your short rest.
90 across.
I mean, does anyone have destroy water?
I have grease. It's not
I think-
helpful, I know.
Only you and Mighty are spellcasters. You talk amongst yourselves.
I have catapult, and that's really it.
I basically have things that trap people, make you guys easier to hit people, and bring you back with a good berry.
Well,
I can
Yeah.
fly.
Mighty and Briya can both just. Briya can fly over. Mighty can just climb over, so you don't have to really worry too much about that.
Well, we could use me as a boat, my doctor friend. Well, technically, I can wild shape into something to climb over the rocks.
I could attempt to swim around. Where are we trying to get to?
Diagonal.
Down here. Somewhere over here on this side.
We're trying to get this
Okay.
way.
Yeah, I can just swim around just this way. That's
Can
not
you
a.
swim?
I'm assuming I can. I'm hoping I can. If I can't, I'll drown. We'll find out.
You do realize this is a pond. I probably should have mentioned it's really not that deep. You're not gonna drown. You're just gonna get drenched.
Oh,
Like
okay. Then yeah,
this
just
part, like it's not like you step off the edge and then you're like five, like you're covered in water entirely. Like it's,
So this is more of a small puddle, technically.
yeah.
No,
Okay,
it is a
I'll just
pond.
walk
If
it
you
then.
over here in the middle of it, you would have a lot more depth. But like on the edge, if you're just walking around the edge, it's only gonna be like like less than an inch deep, and so basically less than 5 feet by human relative measurement.
Oh, then we just ride Gilder
Yeah,
across
I'll
then.
just walk it.
Yeah, Gilder could just walk on the bottom of the ground, honestly, probably, and his head.
Yeah,
would
because
still
I'm
be on
taller than everyone.
Okay, I'm staying on Gilder. Go for it.
I'll do the
Wait.
same. I'll stay on top of him.
Yeah, well, you can't.
Local taxi service.
You ride on. You can ride on Toby, I think.
I ride
Indeed.
on Gilder.
That'll
I
work.
ride on Gilder. He rides onto me. We are Voltron.
I think technically. Well, yeah.
What months?
This is
And
absurdity.
I'm just gonna fly.
You have yourself your own mode of transportation. Lucky.
I mean, if she attaches herself to us, she could be our wings.
I don't think.
I don't think
that
she can
you
carry all of us.
Yeah, no.
No,
I mean,
don't
she
think
has
so.
a 16 strength.
Yeah, I
she
think
would
that's
be
a
able
relevant.
to- I would say maybe she would
I think it's a
be. I think
wingspan
she.
thing.
I think she might be able to carry Toby, but she's not gonna be able to carry Toby and Gilder. I don't think she'd be able to carry Gilder. She'd probably be able to carry Toby, maybe. She definitely could carry. She definitely could carry Mighty.
I'm in a party with a bunch of dwarfs.
Technically, yeah. Well, technically, dwarves are counted as medium. We're smaller than dwarves.
You know what I mean by dwarves? Okay.
Also, I'm a young Toby. I might grow bigger.
Now that we're across, what else are we supposed to do?
Go
don't
towards the
know.
direction where we think we're supposed to go.
I mean, you're not that. You don't. I don't think you'd be aware of how long your lifespan is able to even be because you didn't grow up with any other myconids, but you would know that you're not that young. I mean,
You said I'm like a teenager, though.
yeah,
So
but he wouldn't know.
I
that.
still have like.
Would he?
True,
I mean,
but
he would just be like, "I'm just as old as I am." 'Cause
some
he
of
has
that
no frame
commentary was
reference.
out of character.
Oh yeah.
Some of that commentary was out of character
Okay,
because,
that's
like,
fair.
he does still have time to grow. He could be.
as old as time. I was never created, nor destroyed.
I'm just a mushroom.
Always
See, Gilder.
I feel
See
like
what
this
you can do.
Voltron strategy is going to become a problem as soon as I start trying to do stealth.
Also,
I mean,
I think
You
at this-
enter an alley and you just see the silhouette of a mantis and a mushroom and a mite all stacked on each other.
stop
It's a
making me
circus.
laugh.
It's a circus trick.
I think Toby's 65th birthday would be not too far from now.
I mean,
Laughter is
if
good for you.
I know, but it's making me cough. But
You're welcome.
actually, though, if Alchemist Boy or Alchemist Bug Man Mighty has like invisibility potions, he could turn both of us invisible.
Or just one invisibility cloak and just drape it over my head.
Yes.
Wait, let me see.
I
I
think
know
you're an
I
alchemist.
don't have that just yet. I know I
Alchemists-
don't, but I know I can get it.
Alchemists can also make the cloak of invisibility. I mean, artificers can make the cloak.
Oh yeah,
Invisibility
the
cloak at later
infusions.
levels.
Yes, so we
Infusion.
can make this Voltron thing last for as long as we want.
Power Rangers.
I'm a taxi service. All right. What are we even doing right now?
We're following Mighty's directions since he's tracked this guy down.
Oh right. Okay.
So you're continuing walking that way.
Yep.
All right.
We're going to get the bad guy.
Whose arrow is still on the board? Anubis's.
Not mine. Not mine.
No, on my screen. I'm checking the colors of
What?
everyone, and you're pink.
Why am I need to be blue.
I don't know.
So there was.
Let me change
You
my color
already
to
have
black.
2 blues.
So what's gonna happen next is going to change due to my situation of my voice. Um.
We're gonna die.
You were
Campaign
going
over.
to. Yeah. The next session we will. Yeah. The thing I had planned for this session will be
Requires you to have a
changed.
voice that functions.
Yeah. So instead,
Sorry.
you are going to actually find yourself coming
I'm
upon.
hilarious.
You're actually gonna find yourself coming upon a clearing.
Oh, that's ominous.
And
All right.
in
Dark
this
Souls, boss
clearing,
time. Cripple.
no, actually, in this clearing, you look around and you see giant spiders, but they don't appear to be moving, and they appear to be upside down. And
Well,
you also notice that. Actually, go ahead. Somebody make a perception or investigation check.
I got you because for some reason it keeps working for me. 19.
Perception. No, that's
Uh,
persuasion. Perception.
with an 19, that's
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna roll. No, I'm not good.
you see the same
-1.
goo, but this time it's kind of it's faded. It's no longer really seems to be as potent because it wasn't as fresh as the one in Mighty's sample that he has in his bottle. But it does look like that they were shot with arrows that contain the same goo. And you also notice as you look closer, you notice weird things about the spiders. One of the spiders seems to have like the joints of its arms, legs, whatever you call a spider. I can't remember if they're arms or legs. Its joints seem to be like it doesn't seem to have them anymore. Like it's almost like the shell is just of its arm is just one in where you'd expect where like looking at the rest of them and from your knowledge of spiders, it should have multiple. It's just like its legs are just one hard shell. There's no joint. With that's just one of the spiders. Another one seems to be like, despite being a spider with a carapace, seems to be like sagging like flesh. You wouldn't even really know what it looks like. Flesh looks like unless you saw. I guess the frog is an example of flesh that you would have seen, and it doesn't seem to have like its carapace seems to be floppy like flesh. It's exoskeleton. And then the last one seems to be like almost like it was drained of its life force. And strangely enough, its color as well, as it's just like completely gray. And that's what you see in these giant dead spiders.
Well, I'm gonna go with the philosophy I was taught. Unless you killed it yourself, assume it's still alive, and I will approach with caution.
Uh,
Double tap.
you can do any tests you want to do to confirm they all seem to be very much dead. Until one of them moves, but it's just rigor mortis because you touched it.
Yeah.
It's just its body reacts to being touched and kind of folds in a little bit, like bugs do sometimes when you touch them when they're dead.
Yeah, like Luvpsyche said, I'm gonna double tap.
I think they're just pretty much dead.
Precautions. Unless I killed it myself, I'm assuming it's alive. Just like my dad taught me.
Out of character, too bad I'm not high enough level yet. Hee.
But yeah, so they're just dead. And
Sweet.
you notice that there doesn't even the area actually Gilder, do another investigation check.
Oh, just me? Okay. 15.
Really quickly.
What?
Oh, yeah, do this first. Do this first, real quick.
You do notice that there doesn't even seem to be any of those, even though you know from earlier that he went this way, you don't even see any footprints, and you don't see any signs of a struggle. If you had to guess from the surroundings, it almost looks like he just flew by and just killed these spiders just cause.
Do they have arrows impaled into them?
Yes, that's why I said they have arrows with the similar goop from earlier that you saw on the other arrow. And it's no longer potent because it has been out in the air too long. But you can see that it's the same, it looks to be the same goop, and all those weird things had happened to those spiders.
Well, that's terrifying. I will relay this information to Toby and by extension Mighty because they're both standing on my head.
I just figured this is like a telephone game. Like you tell me, Toby tells Mighty, Mighty tells.
The one flying above all.
Briya.
Yes. Then Briya says, "You said the sliders have weird
flavor.
I don't know.
What? No.
Then you say it again, and it's like, oh, okay. The striders are for later.
I said the spiders looked like they were killed for fun. Where'd you get later from?
That's a game of telephone, my friend.
You guys suck at this.
Never said I was good at listening.
I only repeated what you said to me. It's not my responsibility what the guy behind me says.
Point at Mighty. You're deaf.
Oh, absolutely. What'd you say? So, really quickly, I completely forgot that I have infused. I have some infusements that I had.
Infusion.
Completely forgot about them. I have 4 of them.
Yeah.
And I was meaning to give one. To, I believe, Alex's character and maybe the mushroom.
Right now,
and you exposed my real name on a live stream. Great job.
You'll have to take out your. The ones that you have. You can only have 2 at a time, right? And I told you I started you out with having them on your armor and your thing. So
Yeah, I was gonna do that during the short rest to swap them, but I don't know if
Okay.
I
No,
can
you
because
can
it
do that.
was not very.
I'll take off your. I'll
Yeah.
just say that you don't have that equipped anymore, and
Yeah. No, you're good.
uh,
I could keep. I'll swap. Yeah, I'll swap enhanced defense for armor of magical strength, and I'll see if I can give Gilder enhanced weapon, which is just a +1.
I don't have weapons. I've been stabbing things with my hand.
See, that's the pickle.
okay.
You
So
have a dagger?
you're enhancing your own armor with magical strength.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll take off that AC bonus. There you go. And
I do
you
not
have those abilities.
Because I'm not doing very good at strength. Yeah, because I need that for strength. But for Gilder enhanced weapon, if he's got like a dagger or something.
No, I threw those away.
I will allow you to use your artificer magic to apply that to his claws. I said that with a lot of things, I'll allow
Just
them
little
to
claps.
be treated as
It's like little
weapons.
taps.
I have been given magical brass knuckles. Very cool.
Very much.
I was thinking since you've got like claws, like just kind of like fingernails made of metal.
And like you can use
Think
your
of that.
you're using your potions as like polish for his like.
Yes, exactly.
It becomes stronger.
Gilder, you'll be looking fabulous and hitting harder than ever before.
Yeah,
You feel
Gilder's-
great.
I hate this
You
sentence.
feel bonita.
Gilder
You feel
is
I
the
hate that
punching
sentence
man.
more.
What?
What?
What was that?
What?
I said I hate this sentence, and then after Curse said bonita, I said I hate that sentence more.
No,
You feel bonita.
I'm just seeing us having a good strategy here where it's like you do the stabby stab, Gilder. I do the spore druid magic-y stuff and smack things in the head and hit things with spores. And then we have our reinforcement dude who's like support on top.
A jack of all trades. Kind of.
If they don't
We have
die
the
to
one above
stab
all.
wounds or magic, they'll just get shot.
So
The flying one is actually kind of dangerous.
Gilder, I'll just apply it. I'll give you an item, like a faux item that's like the polish or something.
It's just a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Yeah, so I'll just give you like a, because it's the best way to apply modifiers like that is just through items. So I'm making like an item for him.
Yeah.
And then if you ever switch out for something else, he'll just uncheck that item.
Okay.
Just unequip it.
Yeah. So let's get. So that's melee.
But I was something to say to Gilder, you're being super brave. I'm proud of you.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you. You are doing great.
Doing my job.
Which is great. You're pushing past your insecurities. I'm proud of you.
My insecurity is getting murdered by my ex-wife.
Yet you think everything's caused by your ex-wife.
No, I suspect everything could be my ex-wife. There's a difference.
Were those frogs your ex-wife?
No, my ex-wife can't control... Wait, she might be able to control frogs. I haven't thought about that.
No, I don't think I know any mantis who can control frogs.
You don't know what she's capable of, and frankly, neither do I.
Mantis man, you okay?
Shut up.
How's the flying one?
Briya, how you doing?
I am good. I think we should go back.
No turning back now.
I think this too. I've just been doing this because the mushroom's on my head.
Is the mushroom brain controlling you?
No, not yet.
Yet.
You'll find out more of Toby's abilities in the future.
So are you deciding not to go after the criminal? You
Let's
get the
go after the
feeling that
criminal.
you get the feeling that you get a feeling that he is nearby because these spiders were not killed that long ago.
Let's go after the bad guy, everyone.
I'm gonna start hiding in tall grass. Then, if I think he's nearby, I'm gonna be ready to get the jump on him. Hopefully.
Well,
I want to do what he's doing.
I'm doing what
Because
he's
I
doing.
have bad vibe.
I hope you do what I do. You're on my head. I need to hide successfully.
Oh wait, just a second. I'll be right back.
I'm not even a mind controlling mushroom yet, and I'm already on someone's head. This is fun.
Technically, I can just hide anywhere.
Let me just wait for Isaiah to come back and tell me to roll for stealth.
I wonder if we all have to roll since we're
All right,
all
I'm back. I just had to
head.
pour myself more water.
I am not on him, so.
So, you guys are hiding in the grass around the clearing?
Mm-hmm.
24.
Do we all need to roll stealth?
Dang it.
Yes. Here we go.
I think so.
Crap.
Yikes.
Give me a second. The shroom will probably save the day.
I'm gonna die.
The shroom did better.
Can my stealth check
How
take
does
priority
it
so that
trip?
I don't get compromised by my hats?
It's better than you
When I'm
two.
small enough, I would assume I would hide. Like, I'm small enough, I would think I would be hiding.
The way group stealth checks is you basically kind of average them out.
Oh.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be above a 10, I know that.
Yeah, so that would
Let me do math.
39,
24 plus 8 plus 9 plus
56.
15 divided
56 divided by 4 would be
14.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
So you got a 14. Let me just.
Gilder's just glaring at the rest of the party. Why must you ruin everything?
I mean,
Wrong.
I was one of the only guys who got a better stealth.
I'm going to gently place Toby off my head and onto the ground so that I could actually hide on my own.
But
Sneakery and assassination is something Gilder's actually good at, and he's not going to be compromised.
But you have him just like, but we are a team.
Not right now. I need to hide.
Are you gonna eat us?
No. You probably taste bad. He's too small, and that's enough.
I'm not that tasty, I promise you.
Here, let me.
You're too small. You wouldn't be worth eating.
Ouch, that kind of hurt.
Where are we dropping from?
Where are we dropping, boys?
Besides, if I get the jump on them, then we'll have an instant advantage because I'm going to grapple them immediately and then rip them apart.
But
so this is good for everyone.
Yeah, but if I'm on your shoulders, I can smack him.
You'll be fine.
So what?
You'll have plenty of time to get there when I grapple them and stop them from leaving.
What part of the clearing do you think you'd be in?
Where do we come from?
You would be coming from this corner up here.
1 moment. Restroom.
Just drop them there
Goodbye.
preemptively, and then. Why didn't you go when we had a break?
Because he was talking
Tism.
to us.
It's the tism, I promise you.
I don't know. I would be hiding in grass too, just like walking. I need to put 20 points on that. There we go.
Mm.
I'd be slowly following Gilder, like.
Oh, wrong page.
I am Soundwave.
Just be right there.
Soundwave.
Yabba-dabba-doo.
Ish, kind of.
Or no, Shockwave. Apologies. I forgot which one was
Soundwave
which.
is better.
Shockwave is better. I'm
Soundwave is
sorry.
better.
Shockwave.
Soundwave has a better design.
I hope you all take my threat in chat
This is true.
seriously.
That is true. There's a threat in chat. Wait, what?
Wait,
What
what?
did you? What'd you threaten us with?
Why I didn't go during the break?
It's all he's autistic. That's why.
No.
Best explanation.
I told you before about
I
this
know.
specific medical issue.
I know. That's why I gave that. It's fine. Let's continue.
All right. Yeah, I'm hiding separately from everyone else, and I've wandered deeper into the grass, or I've tried
If I
to.
can
Put
pick up,
your
if I can
tokens
kick
wherever
up
you
dust,
would
I
be.
will.
Gilder, you'd probably be in the grass, yeah.
Where
Would
can
you
I
consider me surrounded by dust?
Okay.
No, not when you're in such a grassy, thick area.
Can I
The
cover
grass
myself
is
in
very
dust?
much like
Just a
overwhelming.
different
It's
Oh.
overwhelmingly thick.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
Understandable.
but if you walked out and you wanted to like stay hidden as you walked out, you could like kick up some dust and try to. The thing with the dust is they would see where you are generally, but you would have the status of being hidden from them in terms of like everything that matters, like mechanically, outside of the fact that they know what area you're in. So if they had like a area of effect spell and they saw like a bunch of dust kicked up, they would know to cast it there. But like attacks and stuff, you're hidden basically.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna be working my way around, seeing if I can't spot anything. Hopefully, from the party's perspective, I gently placed Toby on the ground and then disappeared into the bushes.
So,
And I try to follow.
what you'll see is would anybody be looking up right now?
I would. I'm very paranoid.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Please be
If it helps,
good.
I'd be head closer to the ground. Okay.
I'm about to die.
So you don't see it. But it doesn't see you either. So,
Mutually assured blindness.
Well, at least it's better than mutually assured destruction.
But
That's my second favorite, or that's my favorite
who
thing.
got the lowest on the stealth check?
Um,
Briya, where were you?
Madam Dumpster Diver did.
If you can't see me, you don't know where I am.
No,
Okay.
No, I see you on the map. I mean, like, where were you when you made the stealth check? Were you like in the sky? Were you on the ground?
What?
I see your
I
token,
was on the
but
ground huddled.
okay. Well, you failed the stealth check. So instead, I guess you weren't in the sky, but as you were moving, you had to push some of the grass
Smelled you
aside.
first.
And as you pushed the grass aside, something caught sight of the grass being moved, and you then see this fellow, anyone who's looking up, fly out into the clearing towards where he saw the grass move.
Okay.
I don't have a picture that's just his face.
I mean, what about passive?
So passive perception.
Yeah. If he's making himself known right there.
Oh yeah, no, I said
think
anyone who's
passive
looking. I said anyone who's looking would see him. I was
Okay.
asking Gilder to check to see if he would seen him before he came out. But yeah, so he sees that there is grass shifting, and immediately he strings a bow and points it at the grass. And he says, if you come out, maybe I won't kill you immediately. That's what he says.
Okay.
I can run.
He
I can run.
He basically has a readied action right now to shoot you. So
Okay. Let me do something.
Run.
I think that's your old. Or I'm not even gonna communicate. I need to be silent right now.
if you start running, then he's going to immediately shoot. So,
Is he gonna follow me though?
probably.
Uh-oh.
Man.
You start running.
How can I get close there without getting shot? Is the question now. How can I get in range without getting shot immediately?
I mean, I see multiple pathways towards where he's at.
Okay. Hold up. I can outrun him.
So you start running.
I can outrun him. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you immediately.
I'm dodging and weaving, mind you. I'm dodging and weaving.
Oh, taking the dodge action?
Yes.
So that will make it neutral for him. Because he would have had advantage before. So he is just going to attempt to shoot 2 arrows in your direction. Even though it says, oh wait, no, he can't do that, never mind. He can only, no, never mind. This works for 3 targets, but, it's only 1.
There's only one.
Oh wait, no, there isn't only 1. Never mind. Because you also failed the stealth check, Might E, so, he's also aiming at you. Where are you?
Where is Mighty?
Did you not put your token down?
I'm hidden. No, my token's not down.
You failed.
Are you sure I'm there? You can't even see me. Are you sure?
I'm not real.
There I am. The corner.
You can't prove that I
I should
exist.
be
Wherever you want to be.
like right here. Little spot.
If you're
I'm
on Toby, then that would mean that Toby also failed. So
You never just got Toby.
Toby, I'm so sorry.
Because I took Toby off me.
and he's going to say, wait, do you say that he's off Toby? No, I know Gilder took Toby off of Gilder. I'm asking if Might E is still on Toby.
I would assume there's nothing that said I got off.
Okay.
There's nothing we did to make him get off.
He's actually, when he says get out, he's actually going to say all 3 of you.
Uh-oh.
I
All
close
3
my
of your
eyes
party.
and pretend to be I close my eyes.
Grab my cell phone.
Problem.
That's not a little weird. I apologize.
I mean, you anytime I want. I don't know what we're laughing at.
What are we laughing at? Was it what I said?
No, that's what I said. You're good. I can't
What did you say?
grab Mighty.
I'm like,
So
I
what
mean,
you
we
guys
could
doing?
pretend I'm closing my eyes, pretending I'm.
So you're just not doing anything?
Please clip that.
Oh, my audio's glitching. Wait a second.
What did you say?
You're gonna have to roll that
I
back.
sit there, I'm
What
trying.
did you say?
Okay. So I tried to move Mighty. I tried to move him, and just out of like, I can't move him. As in me, I mean, I can't move. I can't touch myself. Why is he not moving? Look, I can't touch him. Why? Oh, now I can. Come here, please.
Touch myself.
I can't move him.
Oh boy.
You can't move him anymore?
Because when he's no, can't for some reason. I don't know why.
Gilder's internal monologue right now is him. His form of
There,
like
you know what I'll do at this
self-actualization or whatever it is, his form of breathing exercises is him just trying to tell himself, "This is not my problem. I'm allowed to leave whenever I want."
No, but what I was
This is
gonna do is like
currently
when he
his
said to come
entire
out, I was gonna
You're gonna
when
come
what
out?
when the bug. Yes, but I was gonna immediately kick up dust.
Oh, you can do that if you want.
Immediately.
But as you start kicking up dust, he is going to fire his shots, taking it as a sign of you guys on the attack. But he is gonna have, but make your stealth check at advantage as you're going through the dust, and we'll see if
With
he,
I'm
advantage,
backing up.
correct?
if
With advantage.
yeah.
Are we in combat, or can I just back up and just
You're not in
blend in?
You're not in combat till the first shot's fired, but you can't move because I'm letting him do this as he's shooting, so he's still going to shoot. But since he succeeded the stealth check, he's basically has for the time being, he's considered hidden basically, so he's not gonna be able to be hit.
Will that create a distraction for the rest of us to try to rehide?
Well, no, he had his bow with all 3 arrows. He basically put all 3 arrows on the bow and he has them like aimed at you. And he just as soon as Might E like stepped forward, he like basically released. So you're basically my thought is as soon as anybody did anything, that's a reaction to them doing something other than just surrendering. Basically, is to shoot everybody. So. Everybody, that's going to be a 19 to hit, and that applies to everybody since it's the same shot. So basically, a 19 to hit everybody.
Everyone except Gilder.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, everybody.
Does that mean me as well, even if I'm
not
hidden?
Mighty. With Mighty, you're considered stealth for the time being. I don't know if I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be like considered full cover. But for right now, it is because I didn't really think about that yet.
Are we in cover for like the plants?
The plants, I would say, might give you like half cover, but it's just grass, and you're pushing through it, so half cover.
Oh, so glad I took it all off my head.
I am not.
Half cover gives a plus
We would have been
bonus, so
stealthing.
you have a +2 bonus to your AC for this hit.
No, you got spotted because Mighty failed, which means I would have gotten spotted because you failed because Mighty failed.
I mean, it would have
Does either Briya or
2014.
Toby succeed?
No.
Also, I would say, you'd actually probably count as unseen, right?
I believe. Let me see. I believe so.
I mean,
Hey, how high off the ground is he?
You automatically succeed self checks when surrounded by dust unless the target has an ability to surpass this.
You automatically succeed. I forgot about that. So
I
you
am
didn't even have
hidden.
to roll, but
No.
so
I did anyway though.
So you automatically succeed, but I think it's just for you I'll roll twice. Everybody else is just taking the 19. For you I'll roll twice though. Does a 10 plus his bonus. Does a 13 hit you?
No. Whew. Whizzes
Okay.
past my head. Like, I mean,
all the rest of you, I assume, get hit by a 19. With your half cover from the grass, it would be a 17. But I still think that hits both of you.
I mean, I have a natural 13 AC because of the armor I'm wearing, but
Yeah, so
it would be 15.
well, I just
don't know what.
subtracted 2 from the 19, but yeah, either way.
I don't know what size armor is.
So you're going to
14.
Why do you have so low armor? You're a fighter.
I don't know. I showed y'all my character sheet
you have it
beforehand.
equipped.
So you're gonna take this much plus 4
What armor
piercing
do you
yeah.
have?
damage. You're gonna take this much.
Um,
You're gonna take 3 plus 4 piercing damage.
leather.
Why do you only have leather? Why,
Because I don't know what else to put on this character.
I mean, do you want
It's
to
a
be more?
bug.
Do you want to be more stealthy or like tanky?
Well, I'd
That's the
assume
question.
she put on leather armor so she'd be capable of flight.
That might be the
Yes.
case.
In my settings, you just can't flight if you're encumbered. So as long as you have enough strength to hold up the heavy armor, you can fly with you
Hey, now.
basically, but you basically just can't be carrying much.
Okay, how about we buff out those kinks once we get back to the city? For right now, I only have 14 armor class.
Yeah,
So how much damage am I taking? The
so-
full 19?
So no, 19 was to hit. 7. You're taking, so you're gonna take 7 piercing. Then you're going to take
4,000 poison. Get slaughtered.
Wait, I'm resistant.
Oh, you're resistant to piercing?
I'm not piercing poison.
Oh, poison, yeah, but you won't take that yet. You have to make con save. Both of you make con saves.
No.
Why am I not resistant to poison? I'm a poisonous mushroom.
No.
Hallucinogenic.
This isn't normal
Let's see.
poison, but I was actually
Let's see,
considering
ooh.
making you have disadvantage on this check due to the nature of this poison, Toby, but I won't.
It says you have
Okay.
resistance to acid, not poison.
I'm trying to see if I have anything. Alright, telepathy. I think you have to be in the symbiotic entity, but okay.
Not
Why
my
is my
problem.
con so low?
Your con's higher than mine, I guarantee it.
You have
Oh no.
Luvpsyche, you have advantage on saving throws against poison. You can do that saving throw again.
That is an improvement.
It doesn't actually matter. That still
No.
fails the check.
Wow.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Alright, well,
This
Then what was the
as
trying?
as
it is pretty fun.
Give up.
there was a. I will say there was a possibility of you succeeding the save, but not a very likely one. So
Sound cut for me. I don't know if anyone. Okay.
Gosh, jeez. So these spores, well, I guess you already knew there's a spore poison. As this hits you, the arrows seem to have red, spores coming off of it and red goop, not natural blood red, neon, almost pinkish red that's sickly looking, and it Toby, you feel like these spores are familiar, but in a twisted way. Like this isn't what it should be. Um, and the spores seem to like integrate with your own mushroom body. Um, you feel particularly affected by this. And
Congratulations, you
Toby,
gained mushroom cancer.
first off, you are going to take this much in poison damage.
2.
I find it weird that a mushroom's taking poison damage, but anyway.
Well, I told you
It's just
this.
2.
It isn't actually even poison. Like this specific type of thing. Like I said, I was considering making it super effective against you because this is actually like very much harmful to mushrooms. Uh, but we're just gonna have it do normal. Uh,
Ugh.
these spores seem to be twisted in some way that you can't place. That familiarity, you realize now that that strange sense of familiarity feels like it's twisted, like uncanny. Uh, like a twisted, mutilated, like face of a family member that that you haven't seen since as long as you can remember, but you know that they shouldn't look like this. That's kind of how the spore feels to you. And as you take that damage, something seems to happen. Uh, as
Oh no.
your you your stomach or whatever you have in place of the stomach feels just disgusting, like filled with like it's filling itself with bile and more like, and it's the mucus or whatever along the walls of your stomach lining seems to be, I don't know what Mike and it's had for a stomach, but basically you feel like you need to puke all over the place. You're feeling very ill. And as for Briya, uh, you are going to take 1 damage, and since we already did a reroll, and the effect you're going to get is you feel like your legs are feeling stiff and paralyzed, and you are now going to be prone until you are able to clear this condition.
What was the condition I was under?
Your stomach is
Mechanically?
hurting and you feel like you have to
Mechanically.
throw up. Mechanically, every single turn you have to roll d4, and if you roll 1, you spend your whole turn just puking.
Wow.
These are so. It feels like your chances of resisting this poison would have been 1 in 20. And and that's what happens on his turn. And now you guys roll
Initiative.
this initiative.
Come on, man.
Voltron failed.
Why?
Nat 20. Nice.
If you could pull him closer to our general party by like just getting there and dragging him, that'd be great. Madam Strong Dumpster Diver.
I'm still invisible.
You're tall enough. You can do it.
My
Just
plan
a
is to
little
jump
mushroom.
on him.
Yeah, no, I don't like him.
I'm just a little mushroom.
I'm just a little shroom.
So, Briya, what are you gonna do for your turn? Okay, I'm gonna get water. Wait, we're gonna pause before we start. Before he starts combat, we're gonna pause. I will leave you with the battle
Can I?
theme music. I actually made this music specifically for the toxin fight. I made it myself, so you can enjoy this while we're waiting. It's based on.
Yeah, I have my
things
roll
on-
20, so I'm not gonna be able to hear this.
Bonus action.
I'll go get my water. My throat is literally gonna kill me if I don't.
Congratulations.
You may witness a death.
Who's death?
I don't know. I feel like I should be most likely to die, except for the fact that I did.
No one's gonna die.
We all hid.
Yeah, but only one of us succeeded. Technically.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
But
Which is good. I have 15 HP. I can't afford this.
I've been knocked down a couple times, man.
How
This
much
is your
HP
problem.
do you have left?
I will get there when I get there.
I
Okay,
have like 20 left.
I'm back. So, Briya, what are you gonna do with your turn?
your boy.
Yeah, boy.
How do I become unprone?
Standing
you
up.
Can't.
This is standing. But that takes an action.
You can no. You can't. You cannot become not unprone until this condition is cleared.
Oh,
How
great.
long would that take?
You can until this condition is cleared. You can crawl. Half movement.
Can I fly?
I won't tell you exactly what can clear the condition because that's for you to figure out.
It's probably some type of restoration, which none of us have right now.
Oh, don't tell me this is all left to me. That'd be horrible.
Wrong. Oh, no, it's not restoration, is it? Evocation.
Like, I don't have that spell prepped.
The only spell I have that could work is Healing Word.
So just to confirm, this thing was able to throw whatever it was in the spores over how many feet away
That
after
was a
I
ranged
ran
attack.
Throwing.
off the map?
Sniper fight.
After I ran off the map.
You didn't run off the map. I told you as soon as this all happened. If I told you as soon as you started running, you got shot before you got anywhere.
I mean, as soon as she started running, as soon as Mighty.
Basically, I interpreted that you both started doing stuff at the same time, like it was an action economy thing. Basically, as soon as something happened, he just shot everybody. I said that earlier.
Yikes. That's my fault. Whoops.
Well, if she was about to run, in the grass, she would have shot all you anyway. So whatever was gonna, basically, whichever of those things was gonna happen first, that's why he shot everybody.
Probably
You know, I
worked
feel
out
like we
better
might get a
if you just
pirate
ran into the middle and rolled around in the dirt.
I feel like we might be at the risk of a party wipe.
Anyway, Briya, you can crawl, and if you have any actions that you can use for yourself, you can, anything you want to do, but all you can do is crawl, so you're at half speed.
Off the map?
You're gonna crawl off the map right now?
Is that an option?
Yeah, that's an option.
Roll in safety!
Honestly, that's probably the best thing you can do right now. So you can go, so you're off the map right now. You're 10, well, actually you're barely still on the map, but wait, what's the speed of the flag? Is it 30 or is it, it's 25, so yeah, you're basically right
25.
there. So you're at half speed and you're like right there, and you have cover from the grass, I would say probably, no, yeah, he could probably still try to shoot you through the grass at this point, but you can't imagine that, like, you would have 3/4 cover.
Okay. And with whatever extra space that I have, being right on the edge of the map, I actually want to move over, like, as far over here, further away from the main group,
Okay. Is that your
so
turn?
that at least I'm a distraction.
Do you have any actions or bonus action you want to use?
Yes, this. And I am going to go.
Did you not heal
Technically
yourself
can-
during the short rest?
Oh, I use my regular hit point, not the second wind. So yeah, I'd rather use the second one as my bonus action in an actual fight than the other way around.
Fun fact: if you use it just right before a short rest, it resets.
Yeah.
Either or. I
You know,
still
if you
got
want,
hit.
if you want to say, we can just say you did that, and then you still have your second win because you. I don't know how much you've played a fighter, but we'll just say that you still have your second wind, and you can give yourself the healing from the second wind as if you took it before a short rest. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Actions can be dash.
So Toby, unless you have anything else, Brian.
Crawl faster.
Oh. I think that's fine.
Uh-oh.
Oh, not the pyromaniac right now.
What are we trying to do?
You're at-
Oh, my audio.
Okay. Question: is this the plan? Are we leaving? If the plan is to leave, and I'll use all my actions right now to get out.
Well, don't try to burn
crawl.
us up because the guy's not in the bushes. We are.
You get the feeling that you would have picked up from how he was able to shoot you that this guy is a pretty deadly tracker, and so you would need something up your sleeve if you wanted to run away, especially with one of your party members prone.
Prone? Who's prone? She's prone.
I'm
Yeah.
prone.
I don't
She
think
can
we
crawl
can.
away.
I don't think running is
we
an
can take
option
it.
right now.
We
Anyway,
can take him.
I got stuff that can take him out. That's for sure. I can cripple him so that you can fight him.
That'd be
I'll be
ideal.
prone.
It's your turn, Toby.
If I kill him, then we can fix the prone condition. The issue is actually getting in range.
Okay. I rolled a 4. That means I can do my actions.
Yep.
Okay. So I got a lot of fun little disabling stuff. So we are going to try to entangle him. Because that's a great idea to
What's the range
try.
on Entangle?
To cast it, it is
Oh, he's just
like, let
barely
me take a
6
look.
feet.
90 feet.
Oh, yeah.
90 feet to
Okay.
cast.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey,
wanna
you sound
orient it.
older than you did a minute ago.
I know.
So I want to cast it so that he's the only one in effect, and if anyone else in effect of it. So that it
No one else would be
only,
able to be
like,
effective anyway.
I mean, let's see, start. All right, because it's only at the start of the casting, not the. But it's still difficult terrain. But yeah, I entangle him. I need a
Okay. Strength.
They become in
strength check.
DC 13 strength.
Yep. Wait, why does he have advantage?
Oh, was that?
Or is that
still
not supposed to be?
It wasn't supposed to be. If it was.
Can we keep the 6?
Can we keep it?
Do the first one, whatever the first one was.
The first
It's
one
a
was 6.
I don't think
Yeah.
I rolled at advantage. I think I just accidentally clicked twice.
Okay. So yeah, he rolled a 6. So that's lower than my 13. So he's entangled right now. So he is what? Restrained.
Baller.
Now can we set it on fire?
No, let me get out of the bushes.
No, let's have
I
the
would
bushes
let
be
him
our
ablaze.
cover. Let's see, what is
I'm still
restrained?
hidden. I would not like to burn to death while I'm hidden.
I'm trying to look up what restrained is. Here we
Not
are.
us, him.
He's not
0
in the bush.
speed. Attacks against the creature is at advantage, and creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dex saving throws. And that's just an action.
Do you have anything bonus
Bonus.
action you want to use?
Bonus action, I'm turning on my spore entity. I look like a venom mushroom
Restrained
version of myself.
condition. Speed is 0. Attacks of disadvantage. Yep. Okay. Yes. All good. All good things. I can deal with this.
So, yep. And then I will back up a little bit more, but not out of the map. Like, just find a more denser bush to, like, go hide behind.
You'll both benefit from 3/4 cover.
Okay.
Take me time.
Trying to figure out where the... Yeah.
He still has advantage, but he has disadvantage because of the entangle.
And he can't move.
Yeah, so he is going to once again try to triple shot Mighty, Toby, and Briya, but Briya and Toby both have 3/4 cover.
So was that +3 now or
Oh!
Oh man, this guy is a good shot.
3/4 cover is +5 bonus to AC. So
Okay. That's minus.
So basically, you can just assume that you can just use your normal AC and just say that his triple shot was a 20, which I guess doesn't really help you.
Yeah. It doesn't help me either way.
And then as for Mighty, you get he's disadvantaged against you because he double disadvantage basically. I know that's not rules as written. You're either advantage or but I don't know how it works. Wait, so if you have two things giving you disadvantage and one thing giving you advantage, you have disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he has disadvantage against Mighty. So he's gonna roll that again for Mighty.
Well, they'll just cancel each other out no matter how many there are. I think you were ruling it like there was going to be double advantage. Or no, that was resistance. Never mind.
Just hit him.
Remembering.
Or just roll it. Not hit him. That'd be bad. Nice.
So, okay, so it doesn't hit you.
E.
It does hit again, Brian and Toby. And that's gonna be.
Do I get?
Which one do I go with?
Our big HP guys are getting wrecked.
Which one do I go with? Is it the 9 or is it the 25?
I think if I have any
So-
resistance while I'm in this form.
Both of you
Yeah,
need to make a con saving throw. Brian at advantage.
I'm trying to see if I have anything that.
You're
No,
gonna
I just had the.
You're both gonna take 7 piercing damage. Brian still doesn't make it because I'll just say you only can make this save with a nat 20. So
Then why make it at all for level 3 characters?
because you might have a chance of making a nat 20. It's actually only a nat 20. So the thing with this poison, it actually is only a nat 20 no matter what level you are. So basically, the only benefit you can get is advantage.
We're gonna get hit by more effects.
Yep. So you're going to your system, your body seems to not take the damage from it due to you already having like you're already used to like the damage that the poison is dealing. So you don't actually take any extra damage from the initial 7, but you still take an effect. Toby. Okay, so Briya, you feel sick, and every time you start your turn, you have to roll a d4, and if it's a 1, then you spend your turn puking. Toby, for you, pull this up again. Your body starts to feel soft and wiggly, and your carapace seems to soften as your AC is lowered by 1. Not permanently, just until the condition's cleared.
Okay. Yeah, and he's no longer restrained.
Oh, he's no longer restrained? Oh, because you failed to
That's
constitution save.
I should have took the resistance as a feat. Resilience. Instead, I went for skills.
Okay, and that's the end of his turn. Mighty, it's your turn.
So let's see. Which one of our back lines is it? Toby or Bry? Which one is the least amount of health? Which one has the least amount of health?
Also, sorry. I should say on last turn, when he was released, he would have flown forward.
Oh, that makes my life easier. That makes my life so much easier.
This is going to be great. Okay.
He doesn't even know you're there, so.
Yes,
True.
that's exactly my point.
He just sees that there's a dust pile that he doesn't seem to be able to hit, but he knows someone's there, so he's getting closer to see if he can clear the dust.
Okay. So is it Bry or is it Toby? Which one has the least amount of HP right now?
I'm at 17.
Technically I have 25 with my temp HP. But... So Bry
he hasn't even gone through your temp HP yet?
Okay.
Well, I just activated. He gone through some of my hit points at the first attack.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast a bonus action. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Bry.
What is the healing word?
Would you be within? It would just be like a potion of some kind, just like a bottle, chunking it backwards.
A squirt gun.
As long as. Yeah, something like that. Would she be within 60 feet?
Oh, yeah. She's isn't even off the screen yet. She's barely still on the screen right now.
Okay, so let me get that healing. You'll take... Cool. It'd be... I'm casting at level 1. Yeah. It'd be 7 healing.
7.
It's pretty good.
Very nice.
And as my... Okay, now I'm gonna ask this for my action. I still have that bottle of that poison, correct?
Yeah.
Return to sender.
I was about to say, can I just return to Cinder and just see if I can shatter that bottle on his head?
If you want.
Two minds of the same kind.
Though, you have so far you have only seen it used as on piercing weapons, but you don't know if that's the case for. You don't know if the poison.
Did my sound cut or did people stop talking?
I didn't stop talking.
We're still here.
Out.
Can you hear us? Uh-oh.
Sound cut.
Indeed. So what I'm thinking... I'm gonna...
You imagine if you gave it to somebody with a piercing weapon, that it would definitely work, and that there's a chance you could get it to work by, especially if you were able to get it in his mouth somehow, or his eyes, but you don't know whether or not just skin contact would be enough to trigger the effects, or at least not as strongly as getting it into the blood.
Okay, wait. So, so I'm going to use my movement action. I'm going to move myself here. Actually, I'll just do it a little further back, not much. To try and stay within the same cloud. I'm only back just I think it's 5 feet, 5 TR. Yeah. Instead of throwing the bottle or the glass bottle, can I cast catapult on it?
If you want to, yeah. It's under 5 pounds.
That thing is, I'm gonna hit him so hard.
cast
Please.
catapult. Do your catapult. Is that a spell like attack, or is that a saving throw, dexterity saving throw or something?
I think it is. Let me check. I have to check on my other thing. My other catapult is a.
Where does it?
And loves.
Oh yeah, no, it's just a. It's an automatic action. It's 14 dex save.
Say what?
It's a dex save.
Yes. 14. Please fail.
What's happening? My Discord bugged out, so I had to leave.
13.
And I was processing
He got 13.
Luvpsyche changing a picture to Batman punting a child.
So he takes 3d8 bludgeoning, and I don't know if the poison is going to do damage to him, but it is
Okay.
3d8.
Here.
Which...
Roll your 3d8 damage.
Hold up.
I thought his DC was 13.
Oh,
It
it's
is
not.
DC
It's,
14.
yeah.
So... Is it 13? Am I wrong?
Well, what's your intelligence?
I can't be wrong. My intelligence is 16 with plus 3.
Okay, then it would be 13, because I have a 16
Okay.
for my...
Yikes. So I just completely missed him then. Whoops.
I think you... Does catapult still give, like, some damage for missing?
No. I do not believe so.
Yeah, sorry to be a party pooper.
No, you're good. So I completely missed that. Whoops.
In that
I'm gonna watch
case, he
the
sees
YouTube.
he sees the vial, and as you're throwing it, and he dodges it. But as he's dodging it, I'm gonna have him make a sleight of hand check. Okay, he tries to grab it as he's dodging it, but he fails to grab it. I was gonna say if he got like a 16, then he'd just grab it right out of the air, but he doesn't. Instead, it flies out behind him, and he looks at the cloud dust, and he kind of gives anyone who was looking at him. I don't know if any of you can really see him right now, but he would seem to give a nod of respect towards you. He's actually seems to this character actually seems to have great joy out of seeing that you are also using poison.
It's his poison, so I mean, sure. Shucks, okay. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty then.
And how much damage do you do again?
Say that again?
How much damage do you... Oh, wait, you didn't do any damage because I missed. Never mind.
Mm-mm. I whiffed. I bet
I will say that when you catapult it, the way it lands on the ground, it doesn't seem to break the bottle, so it is still an intact bottle.
Good. I'll take it.
And it's somewhere behind him right now. Gilder,
Oh yeah, just not now.
Alrighty then. How high off the ground is he? This is very important.
He has since, as the dust settled, he has since actually landed.
Oh, this is gonna suck for him. I'm just gonna run up to him. I'm in range. I'm just gonna go up to him, use my bonus action, grapple immediately.
Okay.
Come here.
And make your grapple check. He's gonna try to evade.
I have advantage. 26.
Yeah.
Goodness.
He goes to, like, as he sees you sprint out, he goes to shoot you with his bow, but then you're able to grab him, and that startles him, and now you're able to do what you want to do with your action.
Sweet. I'm gonna attack him twice. Get a +1 to hit.
And +1 to damage.
So. Yeah. 22.
That hits.
Kill him.
Both of them hit. Wait, no, that's not second
Oh,
attack.
that was the
Sorry,
first
no.
attack.
Sorry,
I'm doing the first one
I
because
was
that one's
looking-
gonna have sneak attack.
Yeah, I was looking at the acrobatics. Yeah, no, that hits.
And that's gonna be 14 total damage.
All right.
And then attack number 2 does a 16 hit.
Yep.
Awesome. Turn off
This
the sneak
guy
attack so it doesn't automatically add
very
that.
much is more concerned with hurting others than protecting himself. He does not have any
6.
armor.
And then 6 more damage.
Good grief, he's naked.
What?
Toxin. He's not wearing any armor or anything. Actually, I think he has like a little bit of a
He
shawl,
doesn't?
Okay,
but he
so
doesn't have any armor.
I did 20 total damage this turn.
Okay.
That's a lot.
How's he looking?
He is looking like he's having a rough time. Not necessarily bloodied yet, but you definitely did a significant amount of damage to him.
All right, I'm done. I'm gonna keep him grappled.
Briya, it is your turn.
He can't run away from me unless he breaks out.
Roll 1d4 before you do your turn.
Hmm. Okay, I am going to try my hand with a spear.
Oh, you have
Does it
advantage on
hit?
that attack roll.
The spear hits.
You have advantage because you're grappled, so you can roll again to see if you crit.
Nope.
Technically, I think
Can I
only
proceed?
you have advantage against grappled targets, unless the thing allows other
Oh,
people to.
I thought everyone has advantage on them, on someone who's grappled. No, that's
No.
gonna be restrained.
Yeah, that's
Never
restrained.
mind.
You have advantage on grappled things because that's your ability.
Yeah.
On things grappled by
Oh.
you. Okay.
I was thinking of the restrained condition. I get those two confused frequently. He has
now,
disadvantage on attacking anyone but me, though.
Okay, well, I am also going to take an action surge with my other spear, because I have two. Let's see if it works. Did I hit?
that actually just barely does manage to hit.
Yay! Okay.
14 total damage this turn.
Okay,
And then
you have anything else?
I moved over like 2, maybe 3 spots,
Yep,
and
sounds
I am
good.
done.
And Toby, it's your turn. Roll 1d4.
Working on it. That's not a 1.
Made it. Okay, what are you gonna do with your turn?
Let's see. What do I got? Not a lot of damaging things, but
You got a buff you could put on me.
I didn't prepare for buffs.
Worth a shot.
But I can make him blind.
Oh yeah, good luck fighting the rogue while you're blind.
I'll try blindness and deafness on him. But I'll pick blind.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
He has only 10 con, so I'll just 17.
Oof. 10 con.
Sorry.
Oh. It's just not my day. Let's see.
Every shroom has its day.
Let's see. I don't really have anything as a bonus action I can use right now. So I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I guess I could shillelagh
Okay.
to be
do that.
correct, but other than that,
Toxin is going to at disadvantage because he's next to somebody, so he's just disadvantage on everybody. Since he's equal, so he's just going to shoot out arrows. One at Gilder, he's gonna line them up, like one pointing up, one pointing forward, one pointing down, basically, to go at Gilder, Mighty, and Toby. At disadvantage.
Okay, you're not even trying to break out?
What?
Or is he gonna try to break out of the grapple?
He's not. He is focused on.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, he got an 11.
You missed.
that doesn't hit any of
All of
us.
his arrows, they fly off and hopefully don't hit somebody walking through the grass somewhere. You hear in the background someone go, "Ow, my spleen."
My leg!
That's the end of his turn. Mighty, it's your turn. Oh, also, just a reminder, you do not have to follow this, but a reminder that the guard did say they were hoping you could bring him back alive for questioning, but you don't have to do that.
I don't think that's an option.
I think right now we're just fighting for survival.
I think it'd be non-lethal.
Non-lethal, I allow for pretty much any damage type to be non-lethal because I just whatever, you know. If
Cool.
it's
I will
possible,
when my turn comes out, I will not lethally attempt to rip his head off.
if in my opinion, if you're able to do a damage type to somebody without killing them, then you should be able to choose to not kill them with that damage type, you know? It shouldn't have to be bludgeoning.
I agree. It's like,
But fully
it makes sense.
incapacitate
They
them.
lost enough blood when you hit them with the knife. They lost enough blood to fall unconscious, but they're not dead yet. You can patch them up, keep unconscious. It's what
I can
happens to
agree with
player
you.
characters. It can happen to important NPCs you want to keep alive too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just punch them while they're down. Hmm.
That's my
Drain
plan.
their life until they go unconscious.
But anyway, Mighty, what did you want to do?
Mighty is going to. It's a very good question. Let us see.
Why'd you
I'm going to. Oh, it looks like we never filled that out. Whoops.
You can show spell.
Oh, I was going to do Ray of Sickness.
You can click show spell description.
Yeah.
What was I looking for?
There we go. Oh, awesome. This would work. Yeah, Ray of Sickness would do just fine. Need to roll to hit. I'll just do. Well, because it's not on my sheet. I'll just do, instead of Ray of Sickness, I'll cast, well, I'm thinking on this, because I do want to try this. Let's see. As an action. You know what? I have, since I'm an alchemist, I have something known as experimental elixir. And I'm just going to drink that. We're going to see what happens.
Drinking dangerous chemicals to see what happens. Like a child.
I have a +1 to my AC for 10 minutes. Cool. Let's make that 15 real quick. And I only have one action, I believe. Other than that... Wait, hold... No, grab my character. Grab Mighty. I'm gonna run. How far is 20? Maybe I want to go. Maybe I want to go this way. I'll go there.
Oh, by the way, the
20.
random rolling is at the beginning of the day. When you create a potion on the spot with an action, you can pick the effect.
I don't. Does it say pick the effect?
Mm-hmm. It says you create an additional experimental elixir by expanding a spell slot or higher for each one. When you do so, you can use your action to create the elixir in an empty flask you touch. You use the elixir effect from the experimental, or you choose the elixir effect from the experimental table. The rolling is when you get your 2 free ones at the beginning of every day. Or
I
your
prefer
free
to
one.
gamble. I just prefer to gamble it.
Fair enough.
I think that's fun.
Yeah, it adds a little bit to it, so it's not like, aha, now I have one resilience and one swift one. I can just drink it and see what happens.
Like
I think that's just
wild
hilarious.
magic for Artificer.
Fair enough.
Yes, that's kind of why I like that one. Other than that, I don't think. Do I have 2 actions? I don't think I have 2 actions.
No, you have an action and a bonus action.
Are you gonna do your ranged the phrase like this as your action, or was the drinking potion your action?
The drinking potion was my action. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can do as a bonus action. I
think
do have
drinking the potion
cantrips,
should be a
but
bonus action, honestly.
no. It says it
You
is
can
one
look that
action,
way.
which is
Yeah,
kind of
but
lame.
Yeah, it
but
is already written that way.
yeah, it is. It is written. Sadly,
But I mean,
Let's see if I have any of these.
I allowed your thing. I allowed Toby's thing to be a bonus action. It's normally an action.
True.
So
You can change it if you want.
honestly, I think that his potions should. That's his character's thing. I will say, using one that you've already made is a bonus action. Creating a new one with a spell slot is an action.
I'll just do, and I think the next best thing I have is
So
acid splash because it's a cantrip,
you still have an action, so yeah.
which is bonus action. So I'll just throw a potion at him. Yeah, DC 13. Yeah, DC 13.
Con.
I believe so. Yes, con. I believe
No.
he failed.
Yeah, he fails.
Acid.
5.
Oh, he took 5. That's a lot.
He looks more than bloodied at this point.
I plan on doing no more damage.
Time to clean up.
Clean up this mess. Should we take him alive?
Since Splash was dexterity, but
The
it would have been
Oh.
9 anyway, so it still would have failed.
Yeah. Still, I apologize for that. I should have read. I always get mixed up with Constitution and Dex.
Best way to figure that out, cold is always con. Based on the damage type.
That's actually a good way to do it. Thank you.
Fire is usually dex.
Gotcha. To like avoid it, I guess. Jump
Yeah,
out the
pretty
way.
much that's a good rule of thumb, is anything you can jump out of the way.
All right.
Is that
Let's
your
get
turn?
this done. All right. Let's get this done non-lethally.
Non-lethally. I'll
snap
detach
his
his
neck.
Unless unless some other party member tells me to just kill him, I'm going to go non-lethal.
You're defeating the bad guy, whatever
Just
that
go
translates
Go
to.
ahead and non-lethally snap his neck.
Knock him out.
23
Yeah,
to
that
hit
hits.
or 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, non-lethal piercing.
And
20.
you do whatever you want to do to knock him out. It happens.
Before I deliver the strike, like I'm just gonna say my ex-wife's assassins are stronger, and then I'm just gonna finish it off, knock him out.
We We still haven't even encountered your ex-wife's assassins yet.
I'm assuming Gilder encountered some before he met you.
Yeah,
Back
this is
here to the
Toby's
school.
perspective.
Also, he whispered, so I don't think Toby hears it from that distance.
Then never mind.
My ex-wife's assassins were stronger. Punk.
And you now have an unconscious toxin dread sting that you can take back to Rivergrass.
Time.
What was
It's gonna
that? My
take us a
audio
second.
glitched.
I'm going to hog tie him before the other part. As soon as he's out, I'm going to hog tie him.
All right, sounds good. So I think we're probably going to end the session here.
Okay.
Yay.
Before you go offline, I'd like you to send me a picture of my ex-wife.
Because I don't actually have one
Out of context, that's weird.
drawn yet.
Oh.
Um,
Well, you said you had something
no, I said
describing my.
I had some text describing her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have to pray out of the session now.
Yeah, pray out the session.
Dear God, thank you for the time that we had today. Please help those of us who are ill to get better, and hopefully this campaign going forward will be good and fun and make good use of the creativity you've given us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 God bless.